Olay! All right, everybody, welcome back to Out of This World Live. I am your host, Patrick, a.k.a. OTW. All right, welcome, everybody. Shout out to the chat. Awesome broadcast yesterday. It was freaking phenomenal. One of the best broadcasts we've ever had here. What a great show. For the ones who missed it, you got to go check it out. It was thunder. Let me get rid of this little overlay here. All right. So I am here. Link is in chat. Anybody wants to join the show? It is the end of the world. Hey, Jimbo. What's up? Shout out to Jimbo. We got Mr. Caucasian Sasquatch in the house. G is also in the house. Mr. Bear Jew. Faithful follower, long-time watcher, one-time caller. We got Jordanson just popped in with a big thumbs up. What's up, Jordanson? Hey, guys, yesterday was phenomenal, but today is going to be even crazier. You know why? Because you guys have no idea what Europe is thinking about all of this bullshit. Do you know what the Europeans think about Trump? Do you guys have any idea? It's insane. It's World War III has started, people. I don't know if you guys, you don't understand. You don't know what's going on. If you're, you should prepare. Now is the time to prepare. Seriously, if you're not, if you didn't prep food, get some food, water, all kinds of supplies. Shit's gonna go down, guys, and I'm totally serious. I just watched like one of these French things from France, and shit's going down. Seemingly, from the perspective of the Europeans, Trump is aligning with Putin, right? And for some freaking reason, Ukraine is the Europeans' army, okay? This is what I've been understanding here. So that means if Ukraine goes down, then the way they were explaining it in this European conference, and it was in French. So if Ukraine goes down, so does the rest of Europe. Okay? You get that? Now that is big shit. I'm telling you guys, this isn't just a little thing here. So I have this funny feeling that my predictions might just come true, man. Someone's going to press that big red button, and Ukraine is going to disappear from the face of the earth. I don't know what's going to happen, but something bad. Something's bad. I feel it. This isn't fear porn. This is me freaking out because something's coming. And we got European people, or the European asshole elite globalists. No. These are the ones, the people. These are the ones that are against fascism and totalitarianism. These are the good ones. These are the good guys. I'd play the clip, but it's completely in French. I'd have to translate word for word everything he says. It would take forever because I don't think I'm the best translator. And how am I going to get that clip? Because it's on Facebook. Right? So, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I should freaking play it and translate it. All right, okay, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Pretty much what I'm going to do. Just let me share it to myself. Here we go. Send it to me. I sent it to myself so I can have access, access to it on my computer. All right, so just to show you guys, I am here. Right here, you see. Just hiding behind the avatar. Okay, so Now I have to go open up the Facebook. Let me see. Yeah, okay, I got this. All right. So it's going to be one hell of a job to translate this. I'm telling you right now. It's going to be working really, really hard. All right, so... Okay, so I got to share screen. This is going to be the first time I share a Facebook video. All right, so this is like the biggest I can make it, so add that to the stage. All right, so I'll try, dude, guys, I'll try my best to translate this, okay? It's in French. Right, so.
Premier ministre, messieurs les ministres, mesdames et messieurs les ministres, mes chers collègues.
All right, it says, welcome, hello, my colleagues, prime ministers, and president.
L'Europe est à un tournant critique de son histoire.
Europe is in a critic turning point in its history.
Le bouclier américain se dérobe.
The American shield is weakening.
L'Ukraine risque d'être abandonnée.
Ukraine risks abandonment.
La Russie renforcée.
And Russia is getting stronger.
Washington est devenu la cour de Néron.
Washington has become a court of clowns.
Un empereur incendiaire.
An emperor bent on fire or whatever. Wow, man, these French fuckers.
Des courtisans soumis.
The courtesans. Holy shit. Essentially, they're talking about Biden's. They're talking about the drugged up politicians. All right, so I'll try and make it make sense because it's not that easy to translate. Hold on a second. Let me just. Can I back this up? I can't back this up. How come I can't back this up? The hell. All right, we'll move on from there. But anyway, it's written here. It says. Les courtisans soumis à un bouffon sous kétamine. So, in other words, like the Oval Office or something is run by people who are sniffing ketamine or something like that, is pretty much what he said.
Et un bouffon sous kétamine chargé de l'épuration de la fonction publique.
Right, so is some buffoon on ketamine in charge of public functions or something like that.
C'est un drame pour le monde libre.
It's a drama for the whole world.
Mais c'est d'abord un drame pour les États-Unis.
But it's a drama for the United States.
Le message de Trump est que rien ne sert d'être son allié puisque
Trump's message is nothing. Don't bother being my ally.
Il ne vous défendra pas.
I won't defend you.
Qui vous imposera plus de droits de douane qu'à ses ennemis.
He will impose more sanctions on borders than his enemies.
Et vous menacera de s'emparer de vos territoires.
And he's going to threaten to take over your land.
Tout en soutenant les dictatures qui vous envahissent.
While supporting dictatorship which is being implemented.
Le roi du deal est en train de montrer ce qu'est l'art du deal à plat ventre.
The king of deals is showing the world what it's like to make a deal on your stomach.
Il pense qu'il va intimider la Chine en se...
He thinks he's going to intimidate China by kneeling to Putin.
Couchant devant Poutine, mais Xi Jinping devant un tel naufrage.
But Xi Jinping will not accept such a disgrace. Okay? I hope you guys are getting this, right? Political theater, right? Okay? Where is Daddy, Tommy, and Grandpa Polly? I don't know where they are. So, yeah. All right. So, let's keep going on with this translation.
est sans doute en train d'accélérer les préparatifs de l'invasion de Taïwan.
and is most likely accelerating the process of invading Taiwan.
Jamais dans l'histoire, un président des États-Unis n'a capitulé devant l'ennemi.
Never in the history of the United States has a president kneeled in front of an enemy.
Jamais aucun n'a soutenu un agresseur contre un allié.
Nor has they ever accepted aggression towards an ally.
Jamais aucun n'a piétiné la Constitution américaine.
Never has any of the presidents of the United States crushed the United States Constitution
Pris autant de décrets illégaux.
and take so many illegal decrees
Révoquer les juges qui pourraient l'en empêcher.
and revoke the judges that could prevent it.
Limoger d'un coup l'état-major militaire.
To swipe in one blow the military establishment.
Affaibli tous les contre-pouvoirs.
To weaken all of the counter powers.
Et pris le contrôle des réseaux sociaux.
And took control of all social media.
Ce n'est pas une dérive illibérale.
It's not a illiberal derive. Fuck me. It's not a illiberal derive.
C'est un début de confiscation de la démocratie.
It's the beginning of the destruction of democracy.
Rappelons-nous qu'il n'a fallu qu'un mois, 3 semaines et 2 jours.
Do not forget that it took only 1 month, 3 weeks, and a few days
pour mettre à bas la République de Weimar
to abolish the Republic of Weimar and its constitution.
Et sa constitution. J'ai confiance dans la solidité de la démocratie américaine.
He trusts in the solidity of the American democracy.
Et le pays proteste déjà.
And the people of the United States are protesting already.
Mais en un mois, Trump a fait plus de mal à l'Amérique.
But in 1 month, Trump has hurt the United States more
qu'en 4 ans de sa dernière présidence.
More than in 4 years of presidency in his first election.
Nous étions en guerre contre un dictateur.
We were at war with a dictator.
Nous nous battons désormais contre un dictateur soutenu par un traître.
Now we are at war with a dictator supported by a traitor.
Il y a 8 jours, au moment même où Trump passait la main dans le dos de Macron à la maison.
8 days ago, when Trump put the hand on the back of Macron at the White House,
Maison Blanche, les États-Unis votaient à l'ONU avec la Russie et la.
The United States voted at l'ONU with Russia and North Korea.
Corée du Nord contre les Européens réclamant.
Against the Europeans, claiming the departure of the Russian
départ des
troops.
troupes russes. 2 jours plus tard, dans le bureau ovale,
2 days later, in the Oval Office,
le planqué du service militaire,
the planqué must be the military head of military service. Head of military service. Okay, that's it. I guess the head of military service was giving
donner des leçons de
moral
morale et de
lessons
stratégie aux héros de guerre.
to the hero of war, Zelensky. So they're giving moral lessons and war strategies to the hero of war, Zelensky.
Zelensky, avant de le congénier comme un palefrenier,
Before making a fool of him and making fun of him,
en lui ordonnant de se soumettre ou
by telling him to kneel, essentially,
de se démettre.
or to kneel to the United States, or to go fuck yourself, in other words. I'm just making it like, translating it in my own words.
Cette nuit, il a franchi un pas de plus dans l'infamie en stoppant la livraison.
And this past 24 hours, I guess, he stopped the deliveries of arms that were promised.
Livraison d'armes pourtant promises. Que faire devant cette trahison?
What to do in front of that treachery?
La réponse est simple.
The answer is simple.
Faire face.
Well, I don't know, essentially just go to war. That's what he's saying. Fast means to face it head on
Et d'abord ne pas se tromper.
and to not make any mistakes.
La défaite de l'Ukraine serait la défaite de l'Europe.
The downfall of Ukraine will be the downfall of Europe.
Les pays baltes, la Géorgie, la Moldavie sont déjà sur la liste.
The Pays Baltes, Georgia, and Moldavie or Moldovia are already on the list.
Le but de Poutine est le retour à Yalta où fut
All right, so the goal of Putin is to bring things back to when I believe, and I looked it up, Stalin was in power.
cédé la moitié du continent à Staline. Les pays du Sud attendent l'issue du conflit pour décider.
And the south of the country is the Pays du Sud. Okay, the south of the country is waiting to find out what the results of the conflict will be.
S'ils doivent continuer à
To decide if they need to continue respecting Europe
respecter l'Europe ou s'ils sont désormais libres de la piétiner.
or if they're free to walk all over it.
Ce que veut Poutine,
What Putin wants
c'est la fin de l'ordre mis en place par les États-Unis et
is to end the order that the United States has placed upon the world
leurs alliés il y a
and
80
their allies 80 years ago
ans, avec comme premier principe
with first objective or first principle
l'interdiction d'acquérir des territoires par la force.
and it'll be you won't be allowed to take land by force is essentially what he said.
Cette idée est à la source même de l'ONU.
This idea is at the source of l'ONU,
Où aujourd'hui les Américains votent en faveur de l'agresseur
and where the Americans vote in favor of the aggressor
et contre l'agressé,
and against the aggressed,
parce que la vision trumpienne
because of the vision of Trump
coïncide avec celle de Poutine.
coincides with the vision of Putin.
Un retour aux sphères d'influence,
A return to the spheres of influence,
les grandes puissances
the superpowers dictating the outcomes of smaller countries.
dictant le sort des petits pays. À moi, le Groenland, le Panama et le Canada.
To him, the Groenland, the Panama, and the Canada.
À toi, l'Ukraine, les pays baltes et l'Europe.
To you, Ukraine, the Balt countries, I guess, Europe, and the east of Europe.
De l'Est. À lui, Taïwan et la mer de Chine.
And to him, Taiwan and the Sea of China. So in other words, 3 ultimate superpowers in the whole world. Wow. This is starting to remind me of Red Alert 2, Command and Conquer.
On appelle cela dans les soirées des oligarques du golfe de Mar-a-Lago.
So they call that in soirees when they're playing golf. I don't know what the fuck he's saying there. Allégar, I guess is when he goes out to dine and they... I don't know what the fuck he said. In the Gulf of Mar-a-Lago.
Le réalisme diplomatique.
Okay, so they discussed this over wine, the realism of the diplomatic realism. Who knows what the fuck that means?
Nous sommes donc seuls.
So this means that, in other words, Europe is alone.
Mais le discours selon lequel on ne peut résister à Poutine est faux.
But whatever Putin says is false.
Contrairement à la propagande du Kremlin, la Russie va mal.
On contrary to what's been told, Russia is doing really badly.
En 3 ans, la soi-disant deuxième armée du monde n'a réussi à
In 3 years, the supposed second biggest army in the world
grappiller que des miettes
wasn't even able to, in other words, take over Ukraine.
d'un pays 3 fois moins peuplé.
And a country that's 3 times smaller.
Les taux d'intérêt à 25%,
The interest jumps up to 25%,
l'effondrement des réserves de devises
and the fall of the reserves that are backed by gold.
et d'or, l'écroulement démographique
The crashing demographic
montre qu'elle est au bord du gouffre.
shows that they're at the precipice.
Le coup de pouce américain à Poutine
The thumbs up to Putin by the Americans.
est la plus grande erreur stratégique jamais
It's the biggest strategic error ever made
commise lors d'une guerre.
while, I guess, while at war.
Le choc est violent,
The shock is violent,
mais il a une vertu.
but there is a virtue.
Les Européens sortent du déni.
The Europeans are coming out of denial.
Ils ont compris en un jour à Munich
They understood in one day in Munich
que la survie de l'Ukraine et
that the survival of Ukraine
l'avenir de l'Europe
is the future of Europe.
sont entre leurs mains et qu'ils
Are
ont
in
trois
their hands.
impératifs.
Ils ont trois. And they have three obstacles.
Accélérer l'aide militaire à l'Ukraine pour compenser le lâchage américain,
He says, accelerate the military Ukraine to compensate for. Oh shit! This is pretty bad. It's going to accelerate military help to Ukraine to compensate for the cowardice of the Americans. Woohoo! Those them big words, man. Them fighting words.
pour qu'elle tienne, et bien
So they can hold and et bien sûr pour imposer sa présence. Okay, so they can hold, so in other words, they can hold the borders and ensure a strong
bien
presence.
sûr pour imposer sa présence et celle de l'Europe dans toute négociation.
Yeah, and represent Europe in all negotiations.
Cela coûtera cher.
Says it's going to be very expensive.
Il faudra en terminer avec le tabou de l'utilisation des avoirs russes gelés.
He says they're going to have to put away our personal or whatever's taboo or something like that. He's going to all your differences. You put your differences away and screw the taboos.
Il faudra contourner les complices de Moscou à l'intérieur même de l'Europe.
We're going to have to counter the conspiracies Hold on a second. Il faudra contourner les complices de Moscou. Okay, so in other words, the accomplices, right? Because they have to. In other words, they want to freaking send in spies, man, or something. Because it's like they have to navigate through the accomplices of Moscow in the interior, in Europe itself.
Par une coalition des seuls pays volontaires
Yeah, but with the help of a coalition of volunteer countries that'll join in.
avec bien sûr le Royaume-Uni.
With obviously the Le Royaume-Uni, which is, I guess, United Kingdom.
En second lieu, exiger que tout accord soit accompagné du retour des enfants kidnappés.
And second of all, he says he wants the return of the kidnapped children,
Des prisonniers
the prisoners, and guarantee security absolute.
et de garanties de sécurité absolue.
Or absolute security.
Après Budapest,
After Budapest, Georgia, and Minsk,
la Géorgie et Minsk, nous savons ce que valent les accords avec
we all know what Putin's deals are worth.
Poutine. Ces garanties passent par une force militaire suffisante
His guarantees are enforced by sufficient military presence
pour empêcher une nouvelle invasion.
to prevent a rebellion, I guess.
Enfin, et c'est le plus urgent, parce que
It's the most urgent because he will take the time. C'est qu'il prendra plus. Okay, no. It's urgent because what will take the most time,
que c'est ce qui prendra le plus de temps. Il faudrait bâtir la défense européenne
they're gonna have to rebuild the European military.
négligée au profit du parapluie américain depuis
All right, yeah, because they've been under the umbrella of the United States since 1945.
1945 et sabordée depuis la chute du mur de Berlin.
And was also reinforced after the fall of the Berlin Wall.
C'est une tâche herculéenne.
It's a Herculean task.
Mais c'est sur sa réussite ou son échec que seront jugés dans les livres d'histoire les
But it's in these moments of success or failures that these things will be written in the books of history, in the history books,
dirigeants de l'Europe démocratique
which will be the ones who will dictate the democracy of today.
d'aujourd'hui. Friedrich Merz vient
Friedrich Merz
de déclarer que l'Europe a besoin de sa propre alliance
just declared that Europe needs
militaire.
its proper alliance, military alliance,
C'est reconnaître que la France avait raison depuis des décennies
and it's to also recognize that France was right for decades
en plaidant pour une autonomie stratégique.
by pleading for strategic autonomy.
Il reste à la construire.
All it needs to do now is to build it.
Il faudra investir massivement,
We would have to invest massively,
renforcer le Fonds européen de défense
reinforce military defense,
hors des critères d'endettement de
and outside of the criteria of
Maastricht,
Maastricht,
harmoniser les systèmes d'armes et de munitions,
harmonize the munitions and arms systems,
accélérer l'entrée dans l'Union de l'Ukraine,
and accelerate the help with Ukraine,
qui est aujourd'hui la première armée européenne,
which is today the first European army,
repenser la place et les conditions de la dissuasion nucléaire,
rethink about the conditions of nuclear dissuasion
à partir des capacités françaises et britanniques,
concerning French and Britannic capacities,
relancer les programmes de boucliers antimissiles et de
and restart up the anti-missile programs and satellites.
satellites. Le plan annoncé hier par Ursula von der Leyen
The plan that was announced yesterday by Ursula von der Leyen
est un très bon point de départ.
is a really good starting point.
Et il faudra beaucoup plus.
And it's going to take much more.
L'Europe ne redeviendra une puissance militaire
Europe will only become another military power
qu'en redevenant une puissance industrielle.
when we become an industrial power.
En un mot, il faudra appliquer le
In one word, we would have to apply
rapport Draghi
the Draghi
pour de bon.
for good.
Mais le vrai réarmement de l'Europe, c'est son réarmement moral.
But the real rearmament of Europe is its rearmament, its moral rearmament.
Nous devons convaincre l'opinion face à la lassitude et à la peur de la guerre
We have to convince the opinion in other words, the opinions that rest upon what the ideas of war is,
et surtout face aux comparses de Poutine,
but especially compare it to how what Putin's doing,
l'extrême droite et l'extrême gauche.
the extreme right and the extreme left.
Ils ont encore plaidé hier à l'Assemblée nationale,
They already decreed yesterday at the National Assembly,
Monsieur le Premier ministre, devant vous,
Mr. Prime Minister, in front of you,
contre l'unité européenne,
against the unitedness of Europe
contre la défense européenne.
and against the defense of Europe.
Ils disent vouloir la paix,
They say they want peace,
ce que ni eux ni Trump ne disent,
but they not. But yeah, I guess he's talking when he says ni I guess he's talking about Putin and Trump are not saying.
c'est que leur paix, c'est la capitulation
What they're saying is that their peace is you need to capitulate.
La paix de la défaite.
It's either defeat or peace.
Le remplacement de De Gaulle-Zelensky par un
The replacement of De Gaulle Zelensky by a Putin Ukrainian. Okay, hold on a second. I can't back it up. That's the thing. Par un Pétain Ukrainien à la botte de Poutine. All right, so yeah. Anyway, they want to remove Zelensky, or I don't know, or replace him with something that won't lick Putin's boots, I guess is what he's saying.
Un Pétain ukrainien à la botte de Poutine. La paix des collabos qui ont refusé depuis 3 ans tout.
Okay, la paix des... So the peace of the collabs who refused since the 3 past years to help Ukraine.
Aide aux Ukrainiens. Est-ce la fin de l'Alliance Atlantique?
Is it the end of the Atlantic Alliance?
Le risque est grand.
The risk is big.
Mais depuis quelques jours,
but since a few days,
depuis quelques jours, l'humiliation publique
the public humiliation of Zelensky
de Zelensky et toutes les décisions folles prises depuis 1 mois
and all the crazy decisions that have been taken since about a month
ont fini par faire réagir les Américains.
Finished by having the Americans react.
Les sondages sont en chute.
The polls are crashing, I guess.
Les élus républicains sont accueillis par des foules hostiles dans leurs circonscriptions.
The politicians are being met with hostility by the people.
Même Fox News devient critique.
Even Fox News is becoming critical.
Les Trumpistes ne sont plus en majesté.
The Trump-tards, I guess, are no longer in royalty, I guess, or something like that.
Ils contrôlent l'exécutif,
They control the executive, the parliament, and the Supreme Courts, and the social media.
Le Parlement, la Cour suprême et les réseaux sociaux. Mais dans l'histoire américaine,
but in the history of the United States,
les partisans de la liberté l'ont toujours emporté.
But the ones who fight for freedom always won.
Ils commencent à relever la tête.
The freedom fighters are waking up, I guess. This is what he said.
Le sort de l'Ukraine se joue dans les tranchées.
Ukraine, in other words, is in the middle of all of this.
Mais ils dépendent aussi de ceux qui, aux États-Unis, veulent défendre la démocratie.
It also depends on if the United States wants to defend democracy or...
Et ici, de notre capacité à unir les Européens.
It's have the capacity to unite the Europeans.
À trouver les moyens de leur défense commune.
To find a common means of defense.
Et à refaire de l'Europe la puissance qu'elle fut un jour dans l'histoire.
And to make Europe a power, in other words, make Europe great again.
Histoire et qu'elle hésite à redevenir. Nos parents.
Yeah, and it says, but it's hesitating to become great again. Our parents won over fascism.
Le fascisme et le communisme.
And the communism. And they paid their lives as a price.
Prix de tous les sacrifices. La tâche de notre génération.
But the task of our generation is to win.
Et de vaincre les totalitarismes du.
Is to win over totalitarianism in the 21st century.
21e siècle. Vive l'Ukraine libre.
Long live Ukraine. Long live Europe. Long live democratic Europe.
Vive l'Europe démocratique.
Merci, Monsieur le Président.
All right, there you have it, guys. That was the whole thing. So I'm going to drop a link. I want your thoughts, guys. I want to know what you think. And did any of that make any sense? Make the French great again. That was a good one. It's like, what did you guys get out of that? And it sounds scary. J.R. Fitley's like, huh? What did I miss? What happened? Okay, no totality, no totally. Incoherent rhetoric. Hey, I did my best to translate. Who? Jock Dutch New? Why don't you click the link, the freak? I talking like this in the chat is terrible. More sense than mainstream media. All right, thanks, man. You wish you knew French and German? Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. French is I think is one of the toughest language to learn, man. And not to speak it, man. Speaking it's not a problem. It's just it's all the fucking feminine and masculine and all this shit, man, and all these S's everywhere. It's just fucking crazy, man. There's just too much stuff in the language to, reading and writing is something, man. Reading isn't that hard. The writing it is well, actually, you want to think of it, you're not really good at writing in English either. See, I'm the type of guy who's not really good at writing. So I would have to, probably, if ever I did become really, really successful, I guess I'd have to hire a secretary. Yeah, and she would type all my stuff. No, it's not a good idea. Eh? All right, we got 30 people watching. Hit the like button. Share this out. Let's get some more people in here. I only have the freak in chat that's spamming right now. I mean, he could just click the link and come up here and we could talk about it. And then you'd leave some room in chat for other people to say something. Holy shit, man. Hey, Chucky, welcome to the show. Jack Talcott's in the house, man. Wow, I didn't even see that. Oh, Jack. Jack, my new best buddy. How you doing, man?
Greetings, brother. I missed much of what you were doing, but I think I caught the gist of it. And thank you for the interpretations.
Hey, man, I actually said it before I started translating it, so I'm going to do my best because I'm terrible when it comes to the translating part. It's like I can switch from one language to the other, no problem. I can speak both language very fluidly, but when it comes time to say, fuck, I have to translate what you're saying now. What do you? It's like holy shit. It's a whole different ball game. The translation part is something. But I think I did a pretty good job. There were some places that I thought I was like, fuck, this doesn't make any sense. But no, I think I was all right. But what did you get from it, Jack? What do you think? I think Europe is like having a big shit fit right now.
Things are getting real.
Yeah, exactly. I was talking to that with someone just before I went live. Shit's getting fucking real. Dude, I literally told everybody it's time to prep. Now, if you haven't started prepping, because I was prepping for a long time, but now, right now, guys, I'm telling you, now's the time to prep, okay? Water, food, fucking everything you can get your hands on, gas, dude, it's now. It's like, it's not even a joke.
Community, not just self, but sharing ideas of preparing, right? Prepare for the worst and plan for the best.
Yeah.
Things are real, man. Hey, when I saw what you were covering and I saw that you were About to over, you were dropping the link. I rescheduled my stream. I pushed it up a little bit later so I could join you.
All right. That's cool. I guess. That's awesome.
Well, and I love the title today too. I didn't catch the connection there, but can you wake up one day and decide who you want to be?
Yeah, there was no connection with the with what I was presenting because that was like breaking news. I had just received it, and I hesitated on playing it because I wasn't. But I figured I'll play it because it gives a good like starting point for discussion and gives some good ideas for a topic. But yeah, you can answer the question. Can you wake up one day, Jack, and decide who you want to be?
Yes and no.
Yeah, my answer to that is you don't get to decide. I think that's it. I think the answer to that is you don't get to decide.
In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. Because what we decide is based on what we believe. And what we believe, there's a lot of variables there too. But what we believe each day, it's going to be really related to our energies, how we're feeling. Because how we're feeling kind of becomes the evidence of who we think we are. I used to feel bad. Sorry.
Well, it's because I never thought in a million years, let's say I go back 20 years. I never thought 20 years ago in a million years that I would be a YouTuber and that I do broadcasts and do panels.
Oh, dude.
So this is why I say that. It's like you can wake up one day and you just didn't even know that this is what you were going to end up doing. It's like it could be anything.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. That's why I say you don't get to decide, man. Because I was a roofer, dude. For 20 years.
Were you?
Yeah, a roofer. I work in construction for 20 years. I mean, and now I'm, a broadcaster. I work in, some restaurants, and I do my thing. And it's like you never know what's going to happen. I don't even know what. I was. I'm going to use an anecdote here. I was working at one of my clients, and I was, and talking to him, and he was like in his 70s, right? And he had a freaking beautiful mansion of a house. It was like a freaking fantastic thing. And I look at him and it says, "Yeah, it's nice to be rich." And I was like, he goes, "Yeah," but he goes, 20 years ago, he says, "I was like you." And then he looked at me, he says, a lot of shit happens in 20 years, my friend. So there you have it.
Life is a mystery. That's where I was thinking, because it's a paradox. You really don't decide who you are, but we figure out who we become along the way.
I was 4 when my father put my first guitar in my hands.
Wow.
But I started playing electric guitar, I was 12. So like my first guitar, it was an acoustic guitar. It was actually bigger than me.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Obviously, you don't know how to play at 4 years old. You just make noise on it. You bang on it. You bang on the strings.
When did you discover it was something you enjoyed or something that you had a talent for?
When I discovered rock and roll.
Oh, really?
Yes, because my father was country western artist. So we'd only hear freaking Tammy Wynette and fucking Ricky Skaggs and fucking Willie Nelson and Vince Gill and holy shit, man, you know what I'm saying? Randy Travis. I can name you every fucking country artist from 40 years ago, bro. I'm telling you, I can name them all. I think I know all the songs by heart too. Right?
All right, so music and country. What country was?
It
It
was
was a
very
big part of
prominent.
it.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was very prominent. My father was a musician as well. He played guitar, and
yeah.
it was just like, when I hit 12 years old, I heard the like one of my buddies, one of my friends, showed up with this Walkman, and he put the earphones on my ears, and he made me listen to some Poison for the first time. All right. And I'm listening to this, and I never heard this kind of music before my whole life, right? I don't know what this is. And I'm listening to this, and I'm like, and it's the song, on skinny bop bop, da, 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 da. I'm like this going, oh, yeah, I'm fine. Whoa! I'm like, wow, this is fucking awesome music, man. I'm like, wow, I want, you know? And then I discovered Guns N' Roses. Holy shit. Forget it. It was over for my father. My my father was out of the game. He was like, yeah, dad, fuck country music. I just like, I played country music from the age of 4 all the way up to 12. I said, that's it. I completely, I switched. I went all the way. My dad freaked out. He completely freaked out. He'd freak out because he hate distortion. And I'd have amps with distortion and everything, and I was like, so I'm like his enemy as a musician. You get it? I'm his complete opposite when it comes to music,
And back to the topic we were saying, you never know how things will turn out. I'm sure when he gave you that guitar, his visions were a little bit different than what evolved, right?
Right. But when I was 15, 3 years later, after I got my electric guitar, because he got when I was 12, he got me the electric guitar. But little did he know that he made it. That was the mistake. That was the because that's where he opened up the door to rock and roll for me and heavy metal. So I actually gave him a ticket to come and see my first band, and I sang a song. The first song I ever played in my life on stage in front of an audience was Johnny Be Good. Right,
Wow.
but I played it all, like the solo, the whole
Wow.
thing. So because he didn't know, my father didn't know this was because we rehearsed everything, but he had no idea I was going to be the front man playing and playing guitar. So unfortunately, he died 3 years after that. But he got to see me play, and I got to see him cry.
I bet.
I got to
Yeah,
see
you
him
did.
cry, man. He fucking cried, man. He couldn't believe it. I know he couldn't believe it.
That's amazing.
It must have been one of the most proudest moments of his life, even though I decided not to be a country artist. So some good shit happens to people in life,
That's pretty amazing, dude. Thank you.
Yeah.
And see these stories. People have these unique stories that help them become who they are. It's pretty cool. Life is a pretty cool adventure, man, but holy shit, it gets out of hand sometimes. Like you were starting with the world political climate. I think we're reaching a climax.
Shit's gonna hit the fan, Jack. There's
Holy
no doubt
cow.
about it.
The climax, right? Right before the climax, the pressure is built. And then, as in life, though, I've noticed it mentally and physically, right? Our muscles feel these pain, but if you give them a little bit more pressure, they start to release and the pleasure comes through. And so, this might be the climax for mankind. We're about to have an incredible release of deception, manipulation, and oppression. We'll overcome it all together.
Right, but I think there's going to be a lot of bloodshed involved in that, there, my friend.
There already is and has
No,
been.
but at a much larger scale, more than what our human brains can actually, like conceive. Like our brains are limited to a certain extent. So to try and conceive how massive and destructive this particular war can be, especially when Europe is demanding to reinstate nuclear weapons. Hello,
Brother.
hello.
This is what I've been feeling a sense of urgency for quite a while, admittedly, because I've seen the escalation, the aggression, and everything is lining up for what you're talking about. An absolute destructive, horrible war like history has not seen.
And Jack, let me tell you this. Hold on a sec. I had not seen the perspective of the Europeans. This is my first bird's eye view of how they see this, man. That kind of shook me because I've only been seeing it from the Canadian, the American perspective. We talk a lot with Australians, but we rarely have the opportunity to talk to Europeans. Now I'm starting to understand why. So anyway,
Swinging it back, because I did miss much of the interpretation. Can you give me like the summary of what you got out of what he was saying? What the European view is?
well, the way I see it, or the way he explained it, is Ukraine is like the front line for Europe. If they lose Ukraine, that opens up the door to invade Europe, and they'll lose Europe. So essentially, Putin's going to do what Trump wants to do with Canada and Mexico. That's why he said, the guy was saying that Trump's goals are aligned with the same goals as Putin. They have the same goals. And he goes, the other guy in China also has the same goals. He wants Taiwan and the China Sea. You get it? So essentially that breaks it all down to three superpowers in this world. And that, you get it? Then World War III starts. Because one of them wants to rule the world. One of them's going to want to be the boss. You can't have three bosses.
And there's others behind the scenes too, just feeding it on, not really caring which nation comes out on top, as long as, control the money, you control the empire. These international banking system, that's the real hand behind it all. And it's not just that, it's the greed, the selfishness and greed. And the selfishness and greed, it comes through the individual, we know it, but from the greater empire of America is this selfishness and greed that wants to rule, as does Russia, as does China. I think it's time for...
But yeah, Jeep says there are rules to the game. No. All's fair in love and war. All's fair. All. Okay? There's a very big word there. It says all's fair. Okay? And if you read the book, The Art of War, what's happening right now, this is what's happening right now, okay? Like the book, this is also Stalin's plan. It's like this is what Putin wants. He wants to rebuild the empire that Stalin built. All right? You guys know who I'm talking about? Joseph Stalin, okay? He was the one who pretty much brought Russia to it and made it the superpower that it is.
In the bigger picture, it's imperialism. And this rulership, it has no power unless it's enabled. And I think we're at this time, the evolution of communication and technology, we are at a time where it's time for us to unite, to overcome the nonsense.
Yes, I absolutely agree with you, Jack. 100% now. More than ever, actually, now.
Thank you. And consider this thought. This just came clear to me the other day. It's so obvious and simple. It's actually legal secrets that create wealth and authority. Wealth and authority are protected by the ignorance of others. It's insanity. So, back to the point though, brother, you see what's at stake. I believe God has revealed the signs and the times. They are here. What are we going to choose? What do we want to do? And I think it's time to bring reforms. True reforms, not this chasing profits and power reforms, but I know how it sounds. It sounds like the New World Order, but I'm suggesting the world unite together. Because imagine that. No secrets, no lies, where people and businesses actually exist to provide a value. They don't exist just for regulation or for profits.
Imagine this. There's a way for that to happen, and there is an episode of Black Mirror that what you just said reminds me of an episode of Black Mirror. And you know how they are able to do this? Contact lenses. Dude, your phone becomes a contact lens that you put in your and then everything is like, and then you can control everything with your hands. It records your memories, everything you see, it records it. So everything you do, and let's say you're with your wife, she has access to your she has access to your fucking your contact lenses, dude. So she can back up and see, okay, so you were there Friday night, you did that. Dude, it's mind blowing, but that would be a good way to, no one could lie to each other because everybody would have access to their eyes and their memories too.
In a way, I think it does exist. I've heard people talk about the Akashic records and this idea that you can find out anything. It's in the records of time and consciousness. But the idea of contact lenses, recording and analyzing your experience, that might be the direction, like Elon Musk and the Neuralink, these projects, it might be something they'd pursue. I could see that.
But you could actually have access to your memories yourself. It will just like show up in your vision, and then you could swipe it like a window and go, "Oh yeah, I remember that." Then you could go and click on it, and then boom, you're re-experiencing yourself living that moment.
You said that was a Black Mirror episode too?
Yep.
What it was? I've heard a lot about that, but I never did see the show.
It would blow your mind. Everything that comes out of that show there's a lot of predictive programming in Black Mirror. It's mind blowing. Jack, you start looking at that shit, you're gonna come on here, you're gonna be a different man.
Dude, I've already realized this reality we live, dude, it's mind blowing. It's far more than what we've learned or what we think. Hey, and I thank you. I love that you open the space. You're welcoming. Some of your chats, they don't like me. I'm going to give them some space, man. I don't want to invade.
Don't worry about it. Some of them I've never seen before.
That's right. Hey, I'm going to bounce out, though. Thank you.
All right, man. Peace, Jack. Take care. All right, guys. Links in chat. Anybody wants to join the show? What are you saying? Not watching The Delusion anymore, Jeeps. Can't stand him. All right, guys. 36 watching. Hit the like button. Get some people in here. We could also go panel hunting. Let's see who's got an open panel going. All right. turn off my cam to save up some bandwidth. Let me see. It's chaotic truth. I don't know. What do we got? What's here? I think he dropped something yesterday, 2 days ago. A flurf. No, that's not it. Oh, that's coming at 6. Okay. What time is it? 4:45. Okay. Where's Tarek when you need him? All right. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. All right, let's go see Benton's probably Spurgeon.
And that's realistically, that's the only reason I'm here talking to you people. And, I've said in the past, if I could encourage people to do one thing, it would be for them to think for themselves. And that's true. But I would also encourage people, if I could, and I can't, but, to really go inside themselves and reckon with whatever is in there that needs to be reckoned with. That's what I would say. Because every person, as far as I can tell, there's things within them that are unresolved that need to be dealt with. And for the most part, people just don't deal with it. And in fact, I would argue that that this system of things gets a lot of mileage out of being able to manipulate based on, these base level desires that people just haven't dealt with, I can look at, the early versions of me as a person, and it's night and day. What I desired in the past, I barely even think about anymore. And that doesn't happen without going deep within oneself and dealing with what's there to deal with. But you can't see in America, where everything's a business, in America where every man is an island, where I'm expected to go out here and do everything for myself to make my way in the world. There's no version of creating a business that is, you pay me money and I harangue you and harass you into kicking your own ass, because I kick my own ass inside my own head every day. I've been doing it for years, and it's second nature. I'm very hard on myself, but I don't do it in a demeaning way. See, this is the paradox. This is the paradoxical nature of this. I eliminated negative self-talk. In fact, that's one of my...
I don't know. I think he went from 50 to 70. He aged 20 years in 3 years, verily. About something like that.
First practices was, I realized that I spoke very negatively to myself within my own head, and I realized at a certain point, oh, well, this is detrimental. And then I knocked it the fuck off, but it took a while. It took a while to stop beating myself up in my own head. But I'm very hard on myself with respect to my own errors, and I'm always reviewing what I've done on a daily basis or a weekly basis, and looking for, okay, what was my part in this? What did I do wrong? What can I do better next time? I've been doing that every day for years. I'm never going to not do that. But what has happened for me over time is that's less and less and less and less, right? There's way less things that I'm doing wrong. There's way less things for me to work on. And a lot of times it's just like, yeah, that person was being a fucking asshole. And I said, hey, fuck you, asshole. And I'm reviewing it, and there's really nothing for me to have done. That's just some jerk, you know. Versus in the old days, you know, this saying of, you know, if you leave the house and run into an asshole, you just that's just what happened. But then if every time you leave the house you run into an asshole, guess what? You're the asshole. Well, that was me, right? That was me for a time. Well, it's not me anymore. Yeah, and on and on and on and on. There's many different versions of that. Many different versions. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. My head's itching. Does that mean anything good? I don't know. I can't call it.
Might mean you need to wash your hair.
Well, and see, this is so El Perro says the world went from holy to royal, from being set apart for God to kingship of man. Now, I'm not disagreeing necessarily, but what I would say is, if that's the case, I will take that, but I will say that what society has become, from my logical thinking, proves that if society went back to a version of being set apart for God, this so-called kingship of man, that it would just degenerate to this again, right? So hence the folly of looping into problem solving, the idea of reforming dystopia. And I myself used to fall into this thinking, this idea that, well, if we just go out here and inform people and educate people, then of course they will do better and demand more of their so-called leadership and fix society. Well, okay, no, but then what if that happened, right? Well, what if that happened and human consciousness continued to evolve, and then people went back to something, you know, if people returned to something like what El Perro's talking about here, if that was the case in the beginning, what I'm saying is it's just going to degenerate to this again anyway. So what's the fucking difference? If you ask me, I'm better for it that I have made myself into this badass motherfucker that's talking to you right now, and I did it within this motherfucking hell, right? That's how badass I am, is that you could, and then we can tie this into the Bible, that you can metaphorically, you can put me with that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, you can put all of us in that furnace, right? In that metaphorical furnace. And I'll be just fine. Now, I'll complain about it and I'll whine and cry to some extent, but I will alchemize that and I will rise up out of them ashes. And I have done that. And if another pandemic comes along and here come the dragon and burns everything to the ground, I'll rise up out of them ashes again too. And I'll whine and cry about it, and I'll still do it. You know, who cares? I'm not too concerned about the whining and the crying. You know, to me, that's not representative. It's what is the final state of the person, right? And the fact is, I know I can handle whatever's coming. And if you ask me, if there's a most high, right? If there's a creator, if it's not atheism, if it's not nihilism, if it's not a simulation, then if it's possible for me to be a servant of that force, right? Because I don't like referring to it as a he or the idea of a human gender. But if I'm capable of serving that force, I kind of lost my point, but give me a second, I'll get it back. Then I must necessarily turn myself into a being who's capable of doing that in the best of times or the worst of times, in all scenarios, right? And I believe that's who, and that's why I'm not worried about where my next meal is coming from. That's why I'm not worried about where am I going to lay my head. That's why I'm not worried about, am I going to go back and drive a truck long enough to, get my driver's license renewed, get, another year of car insurance, get another year of tags on my car. Who cares? It's all going away anyway, right? And if what I suspect to be the case is the case, if what I suspect to be is the case, I'm necessary to what's going on here. The Most High needs me. And now Mr. Miyagi can say till he's blue in the face, well, actually, no, he doesn't. Bullshit. Bullshit, Mr. Miyagi. That ain't true. That is simply not true. Now, does he need Jason Benton, the individual? No. And again, I'm saying he, but does that force need servants? Absolutely. Does that force need servants who can serve in a variety of circumstances? Absolutely. Right. Am I willing to do that? Absolutely. Well, because what else is there to do? I've done it all, y'all. I've pretty much done everything I would want to do in this life. I have. Yeah. You want to talk about a bucket list? Other than I never got to go to Europe. Now I'm not, who knows? Maybe I'll get to someday. That's basically it. I've pretty much gotten to do everything I would have ever wanted to do in this life. And that's a true statement. I have virtually no regrets. I could go to my deathbed today and be perfectly fine with the way my life went. How many people can honestly say that? Probably not very many. And that's where we get to this idea of a deathbed, things that people, confess to the hospice nurses or whatever, that they regret on their deathbed. And I'm on track to have none of that, right? None of it. There you go. Exactly, El Pero. That is why individual discernment with comprehension is imperative. Exactly. Now, who do you see developing that? I see very few people developing that. Very few. But I'm not in charge of the developing discernment with comprehension. That's not my department, right? Because again, what have I been harping on all of the recent broadcasts? The sphere of influence, right? Ultimately, my power only exists within me and my own sphere of influence. My ability to influence, it's basically zero outside of how far my arms can reach. It's effectively zero. Now, what is my ability to affect change within my own sphere of influence? And for most people, it's very limited. And that's where we get into, with our own observations. Most people who want to change their life are not able to change their life.
That's Ben.
Meanwhile, I've accomplished everything I've ever set my mind to.
20 years.
There's nothing I've ever set as a goal and set my mind to that I haven't accomplished. So obviously, I have figured out how to go within my own sphere of influence, contend with what I need to contend with within myself. And then again, like I've said before, the only way out is to move through my own fucking bullshit to do what needs to be done. I have done that. I am doing that. I will continue to do that. And now I'm putting my name on it, and I'm saying that is in the service of the Most High. And people can laugh at me. People can feel some type of way about it. People I thought were my friends can fall away because I have the audacity to talk that way. I don't give a fuck about any of that. It doesn't matter to me, because when this experience is over, when my heart stops beating, when I draw my last breath, none of them people are going to be there anyway. And they're certainly not going to be there wherever my spirit leaves to. Because I know this, whatever my essence existed before it came to this place. I am 100% certain of that. I was somewhere else. You want to call it soul, you want to call it spirit, essence, whatever. It came to this place. It's here now, as far as I can tell. And as far as I know, I can't be for certain, but when this physical life ends, it's leaving to go somewhere. And none of my friends, none of this audience, ain't none of y'all finna be there. Now, maybe we're all, maybe all of those, maybe some of those spirits will reconvene somewhere else. I don't know. It's above my pay grade. That's not my concern. It's got nothing to do with me. Again, back to the sphere of influence. I'm only concerned with effectiveness via what can I control? What can I influence? What can I act upon? Right. Meanwhile, this world has it backwards. This world, again, our psychology is formed within this system. This system will always put your efforts to where they will bear the least amount of fruit, which is outside of your own sphere of influence. Always. Because you got no effectiveness there. None. You got virtually no effectiveness there. You know, excepting perhaps the nuclear family, right? Which is, by the way, what was my dad's greatest accomplishment? It made me. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing realistically my father can point to in his life as an accomplishment. He made me. That's it. I mean, think about that. Now, you want to talk about arrogant. That's who you're listening to. That's as far as I can tell, that's the only thing my dad's done in his whole life was made me. Right? And he made a servant of the Most High. Good for you, buddy. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Now, hopefully, I don't know if that squares the ledger for him. I ain't the judge, right? I ain't the judge of that. Well, they can't change. People can't change. It's an entitlement. And that the system creates that sense of entitlement. The system says, well, again, I've described this, going back to the days of the old podcast.
Welcome, Tarek. What's up, man?
All right, can you hear me, OTW?
Yeah.
Perfect. Welcome. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Wow. I just got off work, and then I'm seeing this. I'm like, wow, did he age that much, or what's going on here?
Well, remember way back when he didn't have any hair. Remember, it was always shaved.
Yeah, cancer. Yeah, whatever he proposed he was having.
Well, I don't know what the fuck he had, if it was true or not.
Alleged, yeah.
Okay, allegedly. But anyway, I mean, now that his hair grew back, you actually get to see how old he really is. Because I guess when it's shaved, he might look a little younger. I guess I might go shave my head.
I don't know. He doesn't look normal to me. He doesn't look older for sure. So to me, it looks like either abuse drugs or something. But because of betting, I got some news for you. So fucking Snafu is going off the whack, dude. Off the whack. So he texted me today. I get off work. The first text message I see is Snafu, like nonstop. Let me look at it. What's up? So not only is calling you now a Piro supporter. Are you ready for this?
What did I do now?
I know. Hold on. He said you're a criminal.
I am. I don't even have a criminal record. What the hell is he talking about?
I know. I texted him back. I'm like, dude, are you okay? I said, 10 snaps. I wish you well.
I'm a criminal because I hit my daily goal, my donor goal yesterday. That's why I'm a criminal.
He's got his empty threats. He said, wait, the surprise is coming. I said, stop threatening OTW or me. He's like, I said, if you need to talk to OTW, maybe you can email him. Maybe he'll think about it, right? And then he's like, no, I'm telling you right now, you too, if you keep going, you'll be getting yours. Like something will happen to me in terms of, I don't know what it is. So he's going off the web.
Dude, yeah, I do have something to report that happened in my area. Some dude was with, just like, not some dude. Some chick had a boyfriend, a newfound boyfriend or whatever, like new man in her life, and she, the way the story goes is this is what I've heard, and I was on the road when I saw the cop cars pass by me, SWAT team and the whole freaking thing. I was wondering what the fuck was going on at 5 o'clock in the morning, right? So I was like, well, it was actually earlier than that. It was like 4:45 or something, and you see all these cop cars go by on the highway, and I was like, what the hell's going on at this hour, right? So anyway, I get to work, then I eventually get the phone call. He goes, dude, it's like practically next to your house, man. What the hell is going on, man? He goes, this guy was going out with this girl, and he went up to the guy. He's living in this next town, like maybe 10 to 15 miles away. And she like went over to her ex-boyfriend's house, and he had the kid. Well, I think they had a kid together. Seemingly she was going there to fix some things with her ex. And the new boyfriend didn't like, I think he didn't really accept that. So he went down there and got into a fight with her ex-boyfriend. They both fought. He went to the car, blew the ex-boyfriend away, went back home, got drunk, and they picked him up this morning. Yeah, so that's pretty much the story. She lost her she lost her new boyfriend and lost her ex-boyfriend in the same night.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
Well, in the same, for something. I don't know what time it happened, but the cops were at the guy's door they were passing me. It was like 4:45 in the morning. Yeah, wild shit, man.
It's insane. You know, like what people do.
Jealousy can drive you freaking mad. Jealousy can drive you mad.
Yeah,
that is one thing I understand. And I believe that's what Snafu's going through right now. He's going through a lot of jealousy, envy.
And you know what I told him about TW? I said, you're a Christian, right? Not you, I'm talking about Snaps. I said, Snaps, even though you said all that about OTW and me, and you threatened me, like kind of, allegedly, and all the bullshit, and I'm a Piro, and you're a criminal now, and I'm supporting criminals and all the bullshit, right? I told him, I wish you well. I said, any claim you have that has valid merit, I will defend you. Any claim you have that has no proof, I will go against you. It's that simple. That's the truth. That's the way it should be. So stop with your games and move on. That's what I told him. I said, I wish you well. Stop threatening me. Then he still texts me like 5 more times, also threatening me directly. Like,
you know what that sounds like? That sounds like a girlfriend who didn't accept that you broke up with her. That's what it's.
Oh, hold on. That guy said something. He said, you ruined your chance of becoming a crew member.
What the hell is he talking about?
I have no clue. When did I ever... hold on, W. Is there like an application?
But you gained the opportunity to become a crew member of the OTW franchise. What easy, big deal. Who gives a fuck about the Snafu franchise?
I know, but here's the thing. Is there like an application for the crew, like the Snafu crew, where you file like an application to become a crew member? Do you have to like do an initiation or ritual?
Well, yeah, you've already been initiated enough here, man. I mean, Red's initiated you over and over and over again, man. You're like totally initiated, man. Don't worry
Holy
about
cow. Yes, I've been through a lot.
Derek is a victim out here.
I survived all the crews and all the kind of bullshit. But also one thing I want to tell you, I put in the back something to like make it fun for you as well for the broadcast. Because I'm also exposing Wes Watson, okay? I put in the back. Oh yeah, I put in the back for you the best guy, and I know the guy, so he's not gonna flag you or anything like that. So Snafu, if you get any ideas, the guy is cool, and you can stop to him. He's a great guy. He's the best guy, the funniest motherfucker. He's Italian and I think maybe Arabic. I'm assuming maybe, and you'll see what he does to Wes Watson about his video. So I left it in the back for you so you can get some laugh out of it whenever you want to play it.
Yeah, I'm just going to put it full screen.
As we all know, Wes Watson, that piece of shit, he was arrested. He was thrown in jail, and he gets out on a peasant $5,000 bond, right? And while he was arrested and in that jail, sitting there like an asshole, his Sharmuta Gabby, you remember her? You know what happened? Some shit happened over there, and I'm gonna tell you the story, but the first thing he does, when he gets out of jail, his bright idea, because we know how intelligent this man is, he goes and he does a video on a live stream with a bigger piece of shit than even him, and I know everybody who's watching this is gonna agree, Jack Doherty, that asshole. And you know what these two fucking morons do? They get together, and the idiot Wes, he spits out some bullshit, ratting himself out on many of the lies that he's been telling us for a long time. So now, I'm gonna show you what these assholes did. So while
This guy is awesome.
Oh, dude, you're gonna have to sub them. I got one more video for him, also about how he treats his girlfriend. He's exposing him big time. Like that's the number one guy that's exposing Wes Watson, the plug that likes to get pegged. His name is John something. He's Italian. He's funny. You'll see him.
this asshole was in the cell, and we know he was scouting around, trying to find new men to maybe peg him if he has to stay a long time. Well, while he was there, his Sharmuta Gabby, you know what he did? The idiot, he gave her his phone when he got arrested, and she went through it, and she found a lot of shit.
They pulled up on me and they got me, and I just gave my chains and I gave my watch to my chick and I gave my phone because I have a smart house. Don't do that, okay? If you're any bit of a scumbag, don't give your phone to your chick when you get arrested, because I gave her the phone, and then when I called her from booking, she's like, "Fuck you, I'm leaving you," because she saw shit in my phone. So you guys, if you saw that we're broken up, it was my bad.
You gave her the password?
I gave her the phone, everything.
Damn, I would never do that. I don't care if my life's on the line. We could be fucking. If we have to call 911, we have 3 seconds to live. Oh well.
Now speaking of my Sharmuta Gabby,
If you're a scumbag of a guy.
Hey, and by the way, OTW, when he calls him sharmuta means in Arabic like a bitch. And he's Italian, but I don't know if he's maybe mixed or he just knows the word. Just let you know, sharmuta means like a bitch.
All right.
where I found her Sharmuta ad on the internet before, well, it's been updated. And I'm looking, and I'm remembering a story. You remember his ex-wife, Valerie? She said he likes to get pegged in the ass. And now all of you guys call him Pegged Watson when I told you that story. Well, look here at her new ad.
This guy is fucking hilarious.
And look what her specialty is. So now we know why he was paying her all this money, because he loves that she can do what he wanted her to always do.
What's the most ridiculous rumor that I've ever heard about myself? That my current girlfriend's an escort and I have to pay her to have sex with me. Like a guy in Miami who's as good looking as me and who's famous and kills it doesn't have to pay for sex.
Now, speaking of him denying it, right? You see him here sitting with this asshole Jack Doherty, and you guys don't know the full story on this asshole. This kid, 21 years old, and he's 5'7". You're going to understand more later in the video, okay? This asshole kid is a millionaire at 21 years old. You know why? He goes and he finds naive, young, beautiful 18-year-old girls, or who knows? I don't want to make an assumption. And he scouts them to pimp them and turn them into sharmutas online, and he takes a percentage. So this asshole kid is a millionaire for turning beautiful, innocent girls into sharmutas and taking a percentage.
What do you even do on OnlyFans? You pimp these bitches out?
Sort of. Not really.
Yeah, Jack. My man.
Nah.
Dude, I told my chick on the way here, I'm like, dude, some of Jack's chicks make like $1 million a month. She's like, she was going to come over and suck your I'm like, you can if you want, but you ain't coming back. I mean, that's a choice. You got to commit to that one. You're gone if you make that choice late.
Shit.
They're sitting there having a conversation. Wes goes and shows him his phone and the DMs that he got caught with. It was him trying to find another sharmuta to pay. And Gabby saw this and fucking left him for it.
Look at it. This is no cap. She says, Bugatti, I'll take a shower and get ready. I'll be ready in 30 minutes. Is that okay? Boom. Done.
Holy shit, that's an expensive woman. That's a stress load.
See, look at what he's telling you when he keeps saying it's stressful. Like, I'd be like, stressed about what? If I don't like her, I'm fucking dipping.
Just like it's like renting a house. You're like renting her. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. But
that happens a lot in Miami.
Yeah.
A lot of these chicks are for rent.
And the best part, look, he slips. He's talking about Gabby here now in this next clip. And he admits he was giving her fucking money, the asshole.
My chick doesn't even want stuff anymore. She just wants money in her account. They didn't put the money in my account. Okay, hooker, shut up.
Now, this is the best part. They're sitting there like assholes on the street corner, right? Thinking the girls are going to look at them. And Jack goes, listen, Wes, there's a girl coming. I want to see what you can do. What can you do? And Wes goes, I just go up to him. I said, listen, everybody knows me. I'm Wes Watson. They all know me. I could hit them. I could get their numbers, take them out, right? Say all stupid shit. Well, a girl comes over, and you know what she does? She looks at Wes, and she goes, I don't know who you are, but I know who Jack this asshole is. Making Wes look like an asshole.
Yeah, where's her up? Where's?
That one?
Yeah.
There's usually so many bad bitches right here. It's crazy.
I bet.
What
do you do? You like, oh, hey.
Oh, I tell them, come here. You know who I am? What's your Instagram? Look at this shit.
Can you show us?
I do it all the time. Hell yeah.
I think my chat would love if you did some like, just interact with some other people. But this is the real guy for advice right here. That's what he does.
Oh man, that's fucking rough in the streets. I'm the biggest.
I barely recognize. And what's your YouTube channel?
Wes Watson. You just type in Wes Watson in Google. Whenever people ask you, people,
you got Bugatti.
Look at, check this out. Whenever people ask someone's channel, it's like, that's almost embarrassing. Like, if you're really famous, you just Google the person. So like, just someone like me, you just Google. Some other idiot, you have to actually find his page because he sucks, you know. Wes Watson, the boss man.
Your advice for somebody that wants to do content?
I'm the biggest.
Now remember, we all know about now the 7-foot monster fight, which we know he's not no 7-foot monster because Wes, that bitch, is lying about his height this whole time. Well, he's still sitting there with Jack, thinking Jack's audience is young, they're naive, they don't know the story. And he's sitting there still gloating, pretending he whipped that guy's ass. And not telling them that he used a weapon and 4 of his buddies had to gangbang the guy to beat his ass, and he still didn't knock the poor guy out.
Oh yeah, you guys saw that I got arrested on some bullshit, but whatever.
I saw that was some bull.
I have to pause it a bit, man.
It just shows you like the fucking ego and the psychopath of Wes Watson. Like what he's doing, just to fucking all that stuff. Like all the stuff he's doing is just out of control. It's amazing.
The chick didn't even know who Wes Watson was.
She did not.
Like, who are you?
She did not.
Man.
And you know what I love is, I'm sorry, you know what I love? Again, I got to look more into the guy. He's really cool. I don't know if he's half Arabic, maybe half Italian, but he's got the accent. And the way he says sharmuta, which is like a bitch, it's so fucking funny in Arabic. I'll look into it, though.
That's why you find him so funny.
And the guy sets up his phone like on like a tripod and then walks over to like try and fight him, and like he got in trouble for like defending himself.
He
It's
did
crazy.
not win. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
The thing that's crazy about that shit is no real famous people have a brutal fight video like that. To me, it's pretty normal to see fights like that and grow up around that. But I understand why everyone's so shocked about it because they have vaginas, you know. So when you have a vagina, you see a big dick right there, it kind of scares you. And so when they see me whooping ass and then they realize they have a vagina, it just makes their shit tingle a bit. And then they don't know how to react when they're feeling some type of way, you know. But
And the funny thing about that arrest, you would think he's so mad about, he could be going to prison again. He could get sued off his ass. You'd think that's what would be his worry, right? But no. It's that they listed him as 5'8" when they processed him in prison. And the thing about that is, I got the arrest affidavit, and you guys know me. I get shit nobody else can. Even his stupid bitch-ass lawyer didn't even have it in court. And on this, it shows the asshole's height as 5'8", and anybody who knows anything about getting arrested, do you know where they get this information from? The driver's license. So Wes is so pissed off on it, he goes on Instagram, and he's crying about it, making up a story that the police officer eyeballed him and guessed his fucking height.
How tall am I? I'm 6 foot. When we went into medical, when I was booked, I was 6 foot, 252. And I said, why the f does my paperwork say 5'8", 230? That's the eyeball of the arresting officer. You can ask anybody in the TGK system, do you actually take their weight and height from the scale at medical, or is it the arresting officer's account of the situation? The arresting officer eyeballs you. He doesn't even look at your ID and write it down. He eyeballed that, put it on the paperwork. That was the only paperwork that flew. When we got to medical, 6 foot, 252, suck on this shit. Come see me in person and you'll see how big your boy is. Stop with your bullshit. But guess what? I love it because it's just so crazy that you guys are so obsessed with me. I love it. I love it.
So he doesn't even stop there. You know, as we see, he's with this Jack Doherty. The first thing he does when he meets him, and this kid is 5'7", small kid. He goes, stand up next to me. Let me show everybody how tall I am. And Jack says he's 5'8". We all know he's 5'7". And this asshole Wes doesn't look much taller than him in this footage.
How much do you weigh?
I'm 252.
Holy shit, guys. We're like not that different in height, and like he weighs.
How tall is Jack?
I'm like 5'8"-ish.
He's 5'8". Okay, Jack's 5'8". We're standing on shoes. I have no lifters in my shoes. These are Chucks. People online say I'm 5'8". Okay, am I 5'8"?
Probably a little taller.
No.
I hope I'm 5'8".
He's 5'8". I'm like fucking 5'11" or 6 foot.
There we go. Yeah, I like that because I don't want to be lower than the 5'8". Yeah, I think he's a little taller than 5'8" because I'm proclaimed 5'8" over here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I give him an extra like 2 at least, maybe.
These fucking commercials are terrible.
Maybe a 3, who knows?
Whatever.
But yeah, he's definitely taller than me. I'm not gonna lie.
The whole thing is
Did we see the back of his heels though while he was doing it? No, I'm kidding.
The whole thing is this.
I should have went out.
The whole thing is this. You never make fun of something someone can't change. I make fun of you guys for being pussies with tits and shit. But you can't make fun of shit people can't change. I don't go making fun of cards and shit, or people with cleft lips or something, or motherfuckers who got fucking gap teeth or something. You can fix that. But yeah.
Now to piss him off even more, I found this online. You see this bodybuilder fitness guy he's standing next to? This guy is confirmed to be 5'9". And if you're looking at Wes next to him, he's 5'8". So he's a fucking liar. Now, all this talk about height, I want to make this clear. Height doesn't define you as a man. My father, 5'8" actually, and he's one motherfucker you don't want to fuck with. The reason why I say
I'm
piece of shit
5'8".
asshole, it's because my father called me that my whole fucking life. So that's why I use that when I make these videos. But my dad's a motherfucker. So your height doesn't define you as a man. But the fact is that he's fucking lying about it like an asshole is why everyone's on his ass. So a man that continues lying in life loses his value as a man. Because a real man is never scared to tell the truth. Now before we go, you see this asshole
drop.
wearing this shirt that says, I am an icon? Well, I decided to make a better shirt saying, no, you're a piece of shit. And I have it available in black because I like black in this style. But I also made one in white in case he wants to order. If you guys like it, the link is in the pinned comment in the description. Guys, thanks for watching. Please hit like on my video.
Oh, that was a good ending. I made a better t-shirt.
Yeah, that guy is just he is like, see how I'm like exposing Snafu. That guy is on Wes Watson. You won't let him go, dude.
Oh yeah, even to bring up the arrest thing and everything. That's
I got another video, and he's showing how Wes Watson, he's so kind of like demanding of his girlfriend, how he cheats her and abuses her, and how you can see her how she gets upset. But is it scripted or not? I don't know. But he's also trying to expose that. I have that, but I maybe we'll do it tomorrow. If you want it today, I can do it to you.
No, it's all right. Well, I'm gonna wait for some people to pop in here. I don't know. What a great broadcast we had yesterday.
It was amazing, man. Yesterday it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was funny. We had some serious moments. It was fucking a lot of fucking cutting heads off, and it was good.
Yeah. It's to wonder, where is everyone? It's like,
I don't know, because Jack goes on at 5.
oh yeah, Jack's probably live. He has a wild audience now.
You know, sometimes his numbers are good. Sometimes they're okay. They're not that good. So I can check. Hold on.
Yeah, 67 right now watching.
Yeah, so that could be a little bit maybe why. But does he have anybody on?
Let me
Or
tell
just
you.
him talking?
He's got Ham Banana with him.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Don't think that will happen again when you can't hold down the rules. Yes, I
He said,
did.
"Don't."
I've changed his name back to Crybaby for the rest of the broadcast.
This is what kills me about Red 40. Hold on, OTW. Red 40. Just admit the fact that you are and were super drunk and alcoholic. You were in your feelers. You spent all your money, and at the end you're like, "Fuck, man! I want to get my $5 back, you cheap Jew!" Like, come on, OGW, and even fucking what's his name, Wizard, explained to you in specifics exactly why it was righteous for him to do the thing. So if you're crying about $5 back, do you want me to give it to you back? Send me your Cash App, and I'll send you $5 back. You cheap fuck. Can't believe he's whining about $5 after you know. I mean, here's the thing: you're in a dilemma, right? Because it's not. I'm trying to attack him, right? Because he does contribute when he wants to, which is good, and it's very much appreciated by you. I'm assuming, also even me, even though he hates me and all that, whatever the case may be, I don't care. I still appreciate the fact that he's doing it.
Of course.
But to cry about $5, come on, man.
Yeah, and anyway, I was in conflict of interest in the sense that I wasn't sure if since he had been kicked off of the broadcast and then he came back up, it's like I was conflicted in wondering if the name change should stay even though they had already been kicked off. Like it's like, does it reset when they come back? I was it's like when you do these games, you didn't polish it out in the sense of you didn't think of those little discrepancies that could make
Exactly.
that could I didn't know. I wasn't fucking it's like shit. And Wizard, he makes a good case. I have to fucking admit, he
did.
He made a good case, man. It was hard to but anyway, I ended up changing his name anyway after thinking over. Says no, okay, I'll change.
You're
his name.
right. Yeah, in Red 4, you don't take this the hard way. I'm not trying to come at you in a certain way, like to demonize you. No, all I'm saying is just like OTW said, he did make a good case, and I'm almost sure OTW did not polish this little detail. But for you as a man to get really anal about it, it's not good, man. It's not good for you. Fuck the money. It's not about the money. It's about the principle now.
Well, yeah, and it's because it took me a certain time, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or something, for me to think about it and really. So yeah, it was it was a delay, but I still had to think about it. I couldn't just especially when Wizard was making a good case. But anyway, that's not the point. I still did end up agreeing with Red, and I still changed his name for all the way up to the end until he left.
Yes, exactly. So I don't know why he's crying. Red, maybe take another drink or something, dude. Or maybe you're out of drinks. If you want, I can send you some Cash App, some, I don't know, some food.
Yeah, you did bring that up, Tarek.
What did I bring up? Stop with your anal pleasure. Oh, God, okay. Yeah, I said anal as being like OCD. You fucking. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna hold my tongue. But yeah, that's what I meant. You're the gay one, Red 40, because you always talk about gay shit. I don't.
Chucky wants you to say specificity again.
I'm actually Ian. That's why. Let me hold it. Specific. Oh, I can't even say it anymore now. He wants me to say specificity.
Oh, there you go.
Specificity. Here we go. I got it.
Hold on, I think I can do it. Specificity. Hold on a second.
It's not. Yeah, it's not easy to say.
Specificity. Aha.
Yeah, you
gotta
got
do
it.
it one syllable at a time, dude. One syllable.
Yeah, no, I can do it, but you can't think about it. It's like you just got to do it. Specificity.
No, I can't do that. Oh, see, I just used the word can't. Okay, so I won't do that.
I mean, ask the audience, is it easy to say the word or just me or you? I mean, this is my second language, but regardless, is it easy to say it or it's just me?
Well, maybe it's because we both speak multiple languages, so we have maybe a hard time with words like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe.
Specificity. Holy shit, man. I didn't even get it right. Specificity.
See what I'm saying? It's not easy to say sometimes.
Specificity. You got to be kidding me, man. Specificity. Specificity.
There you go. Yeah, when I said it, I struggled with it a little bit. Yeah, it's not that easy to say.
It's a mouthful, man.
How about this? Once you put I'm just thinking out loud, OTW. I don't know how many people you got in the chat because I'm not looking. I don't got another thing open. But ask the people in the chat, like, saying that word, is it easy or is it just us? Like, I like to know, is it us because of the double language thing, or is it just a hard word to say?
I don't know. That's a good question for chat, though. That makes sense. Like, any of you guys out there have a hard time pronouncing that word? I mean, how about you, Chucky?
Yeah. I don't know who Chucky is. Who is Chucky? Do we know him, or he never got on panel?
So a lot of people don't like hearing you eat. That's one thing.
See, you know what I did? I did it on purpose. I was waiting for Red 40 to get mad to change my name. See, Red 40, how I'm ahead of you already. This is our tell Wizard yesterday.
Hey,
when he talked about shit.
He paid for your name change, and see, you're back today, and it's still there. You didn't change it back.
Oh, this is not a new one? This is not a...
Well, come on, man. It's like...
Yeah, you gave him an extra
completely
day.
Different broadcast. It's a completely different broadcast. You can bring your name back to the way it was, dude.
Hey, here we go. See, out of respect to OTW, because of yesterday's cry baby, I left the gay target for you at 40. I hope you're happy. I hope you are, I don't know, doing something that makes you happy.
Yeah, I guess that should compensate for yesterday. Seriously. I mean, he's been up on panel, and it's been gay Tarek the whole time.
See?
I
swear to God.
That should be worth something. That should be worth something. Yeah.
I'm doing it for you today, Red 40, so this way you can feel that you are not treated in any way and that was not correct or righteous. Even though OTW changed it, I'm doing it just for you today, but after that, you can go fuck yourself.
See, you two love each other. Deep down, you and Red, you guys have this special relationship going on.
OTW, there's only one time or twice me and him actually had a really good conversation in the chat. I have nothing against him. Now, I do call him names.
He said that he has nothing against you either. He said that yesterday in chat. I saw it.
Okay, if he has nothing against me, why is he always calling me gay Tarek? That's an attack, kind of.
I can't answer that question.
Oh. Red 40, if you have nothing against me, right? Why is it always you have to use autonomous on my name, especially in the gay shit? When you know the reason why I bring it up is remember when Bex, Yolanda, and everybody was trying to go against me and the whole fucking thing, and they made like 20 sock accounts. Well, that's what they did. It was everybody, gay talk every day, the chin, the balls, you name it. I mean,
dude, I even did the chin thing for a while, dude. I mean, I had fucking
yeah, it was
memes
funny.
of you, bro. It was bad. I even thought of bringing that meme back because I had a good one.
the OTW, it was funny. I love the memes.
Oh, dude, I seriously, I remember the one I did
Holy
with the guy, the
cow.
actor that played Wolverine, and he played in
Yes.
this comedy where he had a ball, you know, like his chin hanging from his chin were a set of balls, right? So I was like, I made a meme of Tarek with that one. It was freaking hilarious.
Even the clown was nice that you made. That you did right on the spot. It was cool.
Yeah, I made a few with you back in the day. It was like almost 100 live streams ago.
You know, here's one thing I want to ask you. Snafu snaps. So if you are calling OTW a criminal, what would that make you when 2 weeks ago you were so mad that you want to get paid for your talent to do business with OTW? What would that make you since you're the honorable, truthful you, all the bullshit you spit out?
Make him the guy who's receiving money from a crook. So it'd be dirty money. He'd be paid with dirty money.
Dude, he doesn't make sense. He's calling you his names, and 2 weeks ago he's trying to make a business deal with you.
Yeah, and ends up getting completely banned. And what? This is like what, the third time I banned Snafu in 3 years? It's like for him, he needs to get banned at least once a year. And this year he started off really badly because it's like right at the beginning of the year he went. You know, it's like he didn't wait till summer.
Dude, I never met anybody in my life like Snafu. I'm not joking. Like
Neither have I.
Like, I swear to God, when I say he's got talent, people I say he's not stupid. If he really like pushes that talent, that energy towards something good, there's no way he can't succeed. Like Snafu, I really mean this. You have so much drive in you. If you focus on something that's good and has like good strategy, and you just think about a good foundation and all that, there's no way you can be broke. You'd be good. You'd be happy. I don't know why you go this route unless there's something behind the scenes that some people don't know that I may know a little bit.
Oh, he says Snafu is a hologram. We're you know. He's an artificial intelligence. He's actually he's a UI.
Dude,
he's an uploaded intelligence on the net.
He's something, OTW, man. You know, you know who's worse than him sometimes? No, I'm sorry. I can't say Snafu. I don't know if it's the Indian thing. Let me ask you this question. Maybe you would know better because I need to respect it. He's Indian, right? Did you ever watch what's his name? Team Fatty?
Well, I seen Teen Fatty once in a debate, which is like wow, man, he's a fucking good debater, dude.
Yeah, but he's like Snafu. He won't shut the fuck up, dude. Like, if you're talking about the right guy, he's also Indian. And, like, you'll see him on his own panel. Like, I can even bring you the clip, it's an hour long, but you can, whatever, look at it. Flow State was on there. He wouldn't let nobody talk. His own broadcast, like, he wouldn't shut the fuck up to let some people talk about a certain subject. Just like snaps, nonstop.
Yeah, some may say I don't talk enough on my own broadcast.
No, I think you're in the middle of OTW, but I think Fatty, I call him Fatty, not Team Fatty. He's like almost reminds me of Snafu. He won't stop. And the same guy, for example, he's also, I think, kind of Indian. The lawyer that's in Flow State is Panel, God Be Real. He also gets on a tangent and can't stop. So I don't know if it's an Indian thing. I have no clue.
I guess I don't follow enough to be aware of these personalities.
Oh yeah, no, I follow. Like, see, some of these people think I only focus on snaps and stuff like that when I got time to do some of these things. Believe me, I have like 5 other people you guys never heard of, never. And I'm also exposing them, but I won't bring them to you yet because I have to put the file together. So I'm putting it all together, and then I'll bring it to you. This way, you can know it's not about just snafu and that, like I'm hating or I'm just liking snafu. No, it's about people that are so corrupt and lie so much on the internet, get caught in the lie. The guy brings the receipt, for example, and this fucking Muslim, he's a Muslim, goes on his own broadcast and says the other way, totally the other way. Says, oh, no, I didn't. He lied. No. Dude, the guy brought the receipts. You paid him this much. He brought it back to you. Asked you for the debate. You refused because you're a fucking liar. Like, stuff like that. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Yeah, but I'm also trying to work on something for you, OTW, like, because you said you like the debates between the Christians and sometimes, Muslims or atheists or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm not telling, yeah. I can bring you some because I can bring you some. Go ahead.
So even like the feminism thing, like men versus women, shit like that. I think that's pretty interesting too. I find that an interesting spectrum that I haven't really dabbed in that much, but yeah, there are different. I'd be even open to accommodate other YouTubers for them to debate their own topics without me necessarily,
streaming.
Yeah, because I enjoyed being a moderator, dude. That was like really fun, man. But there's one thing. There are certain moments where I'd say things, but I know I have to stay impartial. So that's the tough part. It's like the part where I want to kick in and say something, and I can't.
Yeah, yeah, you can't be like the Raging Tomato sucking fucking Andrew's cock, and then she'll say I'm being impartial. Get the fuck out of here! You were not impartial. You were not in the middle. You're biased.
Yeah, I have to agree. Especially the way she treated him after the debate, and the even the whole topic itself, like the gematria topic itself. Completely frowned upon it. So I was like, yeah, okay. So like her bias was pretty much confirmed after as well.
Yeah, I agree with you. And here's one thing I know, because there's the other stuff behind the scenes that probably a lot of people don't know. The Raising Tomatoes time will come. It won't be now. There's somebody that you know and I know. It's definitely not Snaps. That will expose her when he wants to. I promise. He's got a lot of information about her. I mean, he already exposed her a little bit, but he has a lot more. But he's smart, and I like his tactics. He's just waiting. Sometimes you have to wait for the right moment.
Yeah, Carpenter's Journey says, I'm going to have to start debating, and I don't even want to. It's like, well, I wouldn't mind debating somebody, but it really, it's like, it has to be in like things that I'm familiar with, I guess, because I can't, or I won't be able to freaking debate somebody who's more schooled than me in certain topics, especially when it's, either political, maybe scientific, who knows. There are certain things I know that I wouldn't be able to.
To debate. Of course. Yeah. No, here's the one thing. I'm glad you said that, ultimately, because some people they had their ego and they're narcissistic. Like even Andrew Wilson, as a good debater, of what he does, I'm talking about what he's good at in debating politics, OnlyFans, religion, and stuff like that. when he was asked deep questions about epistemology, he said he referred right away to Jay Dyer because he doesn't know as much as Jay Dyer at all. Like Jay Dyer knows way more. So, like, I can bring you an hour if you want of Jay Dyer, and there's somebody even better than Jay Dyer and way better than Andrew Wilson. New guy, he's Chaldean, and you'll be shocked. You think Zach has a good memory? This guy knows the fucking Bible by heart, and like so fast. Every fucking verse brings it up on the subject. Doesn't have to look at it. And on top of that, he'll bring up the Quran, the verses on the fly. No look, nothing in the moment. And he's challenging like all Muslims and stuff like that. And there was a really good debate that you probably like between him. And it was him and Jay Dyer against, what's his name? Shakika and I don't know the other guy's name. It was a good debate. It was for an hour and a half back and forth. And if you want some of this stuff, I can bring it to you, but it gets really deep, like in terms of like the stuff that we don't know. Like they get really into the philosophy and ontology, and also in the theology and all that in the religion. Like so, like they always back it up. Like you know how some people say, okay, well that's what's said in the Bible. Well, no, he won't let it go. He's going to bring up the verse. And he's going to back it up for you. Everything you say, you're going to have to back it up. That's how he does it. And that's why I actually like his tactic. And that's why I say sometimes, like the TML, for example, like here's one thing I don't not like about TML, because I know he's smart enough to understand these things, right? To me, there's many flaws in Christianity and many flaws in the Islamic religion. So, for some reason, TML does not ever want to admit at least one flaw. Like I can bring you so many flaws in the Islamic religion that won't make sense, and that's why you have to hear both sides. But that's TML's point of view. I'll wait. Maybe one day I'll talk to him and see why he doesn't. I don't know, OTW. If you notice, TML doesn't. He likes to be neutral. He doesn't like to press on certain subjects that would question his Islamic view. Why do you think so? Why do you think so? I'm just wondering.
I have an answer. It's to not create biases or the impression of.
I think it's more than that too. I think because he holds himself as a scholar, kind of in philosophy, and not mainly
right.
in
But that would indicate that if he's working hard to be in the position of being impartial, is actually that's kind of like being stoic in a sense. It works to his benefit because that way no one can actually kind of like put a sticker on him. You know what I'm trying to get? Like, or a little bit like me. But you can, because I don't, necessarily follow certain narratives, So you some people can put that sticker, but I usually stay in the space of impartialness. I don't necessarily I am biased in certain aspects, but I'm just saying, like, let's say when it comes to moderation, I even though I might agree with one of the two candidates, I will be able to hold my neutral position for the greater good. You know what I'm saying? Like for the betterment of that debate. So to make sure that everything is done properly and not I don't know. I might be fucking full of shit. Let's ask CJ.
No. I get what you're saying, but how about this? Would you agree? Oh, go ahead. Oh, let's welcome CJ, I guess.
You guys go ahead. You're good. I wanted to check my internet connection and see if it's working anyway, because I'm on this DSL that I was complaining about the other day.
But it's coming in nice.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
The video's fluid. The sound is good. Yeah.
But OTW, would you
Hey,
agree before I
It
forget?
took
Go
you
ahead.
less time, CJ, to get a better setup in 3 years than Lubas or Nubs.
Where is the fucking fat fuck?
That's probably the roadkill.
Yeah, the roadkill. The
It's
roadkill
affecting
fat
the
fuck.
signal. It's affecting the signal.
Yeah. It's affecting his energy, which is diluting the Wi-Fi or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I've always said lose an alien, right? I'm telling you guys, how else will aliens survive? You know, he doesn't want to go out in the public. What if somebody recognizes him?
Hey, OTW. OTW, you want to fucking laugh? I'm not joking. This is fucking real. It was on the morning broadcast. This lady is claiming she's an alien, and she's here to help us.
Starseed?
She's here to help us find our humanity. They had a 15-minute conversation with her. If you want me to bring it up, I could give me like 3 minutes. I can bring it up for you. It was on this morning broadcast. It's fucking insane. That's
out of this world. That actually fits with my with the theme of this whole show.
All right. I'll be right back.
Go ahead and bring that up.
I'll be back.
I was just making a dick joke. It wasn't important.
Well, I mean, you know, everybody loves dick.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a part of that, but
You don't love your dick?
oh, mine. Oh, okay. Yes.
So then you would agree with me when I say everyone loves dick?
A lot of the answers in life are both, dude.
Yeah.
Both. I don't know who put the L in there, but you know, both. Both.
It does sound like there's an L in there.
No, it does when they say it. And by they, I mean Coloradians or whatever you call them. It seems like all the people that put an L in both come from Colorado. I've noticed. If there's someone else that does it, please point them out so I can add them to the list.
Yeah, I know somebody who can't pronounce R's. So instead of pronouncing R, they pronounce an L.
Oh, is that what it is? They can't do all. Oh, so they're like New Englanders. Okay. Now I'm making connections.
Yeah, because here, my friend, we speak, we all speak French, obviously.
Oh.
I live in a French province, and he can't pronounce the letter R, or like he can't be like let's say in French we say the word Chris. You know, you can hear the R.
But there's no R in both.
In both, no. I know, but it's I'm just pointing out the similarities. So so he puts an L. So instead of saying Chris, where the R is present, like it's the second letter of that word, he puts an L. So it's like he says Klis.
Oh, so maybe coming from wherever these people come from, they can't pronounce THs.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. That there are some places, like when you listen to some Asian people talk English or French, there are certain words they really have a hard time pronouncing. It's really tough for them because of
French,
their dialect.
Huh? Oui, mofos.
Oh.
You know, I'm with them on one thing. You should be able to smoke in the gym.
In the gym?
Yeah, like I don't see why you can't just smoke while you're working out. Like it hurts somebody's health or something.
Well, it would defeats the purpose. If you're going to
no. That's a performance enhancing drug. Nicotine is.
So are magic mushrooms.
I mean, microdosing, I can see that.
Where's Tarek, man?
I don't know. I like this backdrop you got, though.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We're inside the black cube.
Apparently, dude. I didn't want to believe it.
Yeah. It's kind of pretty evident now with all the propaganda and the dude. Come on, I mean, look, the last series that they put on Netflix. All right, well, I don't know if it's one of the last ones, but it's called Pantheon. Okay, and dude, the black cube is in there, and it's like, dude, it's just mind blowing, bro. And what they talk about, like the storyline, is also mind blowing. It's like it's anime, but it's like the storyline is so good that you don't even like think about the animation anymore.
I could really go for some mind blowing.
Oh yeah, dude, Pantheon, bro. Holy fuck, man. Dude, there are scenes that are pretty freaking fucked up, man. I'm telling you, it's like it's worth the watch, man. You're like I was sitting in my chair, man, freaking the fuck out. I was like, I almost went live while I was watching. I was like, guys, we gotta watch this together. And I was like, this is insane. All right, Tarek's back.
Yay!
Tarek got the link. See, Tarek works hard, man. He knows what's going on.
OTW, I swear to God, because I have a job. Like if I had more time, I have a lot of things that I can put for you, and it will make it more. Which I will sooner or later. But before you play this is how insane people got to think about this, because it's like a 10-minute conversation with the newscaster, right? This lady thinks she's an alien. And the question is, like, your parents, like, are they aliens? Nobody noticed anything? Do you have superpowers? Like, dude, no, you gotta see this shit, dude. It's on a fucking big broadcast. Go ahead, play it. It's gonna drive you nuts. Go ahead. I'm
Is that the same guy from the video?
Hold on a sec. I'll be right back. I have to go for a leak.
Is that the same guy from the video you played earlier?
Okay. No, this is different.
Okay.
No, the video played there was about Wes Watson.
Oh, they all look the same to me.
Well, Wes Watson, we're trying to expose him. He's such a fucking, I don't know if you know who Wes Watson is. Do you or no?
Oh yeah. He rolls with his paperwork.
Yeah. So I've been trying to expose him every chance I get. And there's a guy that has the best, funniest accent, and does his work and brings all the receipts and exposes them really well. So earlier we played it like for 15 minutes. It was funny. Yeah, but think about it. This lady is going to have an interview with a big broadcast. I'm not sure what country is this from. I have no clue. I think maybe Canada or something. And they brought her on the broadcast. Like, what's the message they're trying to do? Like, why would they bring her up to an insane person thinking they're an alien?
Here's one thing I do know that happened. There was like a phase, and I don't know what to call it, and I'm going to sound retarded even talking about it, but there's going to be people that know what I'm talking about. It's like I had this crazy phase like a couple years back, and I noticed a lot of people going through it. And then, I mean, there was a whole like section of Jim Bob's show that was about this shit, like the star seeds and whatnot. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if y'all heard that, but
yeah, I did.
Right, anyway, I was like, I could have been one of those crazy people after I went through that stage. If something would have latched that didn't latch, I don't know what it was, but I didn't decide to go down that route. But it's almost like I see the road they picked to become like this, and I don't even like saying that publicly because I didn't do that. But I think it was the changing of the times or ages or whatever. It made a lot of people crazy. I guess you can blame it on the moon or whatever you blame it on, but something shifted.
I understand, but OTW, what do you think? Like, I understand the person could be going through whatever moment they could.
Dude, I have to watch it first. I'm gonna play it and we'll see. I'll tell you after.
Yeah, go ahead.
Living amongst us. A new Harvard study suggests
really good scenario for a movie. I swap souls with an alien. Dude, that sounds like a great title for a movie. Come on, guys. Guys?
Yeah, I missed it. What was that?
It says, I said this is a great title for a movie. I swap souls with an alien. It is.
Yes, I get it.
Come on. They're just
It's
testing.
funny. Yes. Dude.
An alien.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I must have not given it my soul then, if she's being good faith.
Well, maybe the alien is benevolent.
I had too many morals for the alien. He was like, nah, leave this one.
Dude, if she's an alien, she's supposed to be way smarter than humans, and she does not sound smart at all. You'll see.
Hey, wait a minute. Who said aliens are smarter than humans?
I mean, that's what they say.
Oh, yeah?
If they exist. I don't even believe they exist, but if they do,
okay.
their intelligence is way over us.
Okay. Why? Because they reach this this place before we reach their place? That's why they would be smarter than us?
No, W. They say they have special powers where they can like make you, for example, stop thinking about stuff. They can freeze your brain. There's a lot of stuff they can do. That's to my knowledge.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Hey, fuck, I want to be an alien, man.
Maybe you should call her.
I want to be an alien too. Yeah, where do I sign up?
I know. Maybe the crew in Snafu can call her.
Oh, is this Snafu's wife?
Oh my god.
He wishes. Maybe he can call her and they can team
get
up.
an alien that's hot.
Maybe Snafu is the alien she swapped souls with.
Oh, now it's
Oh
clicking.
my god, could you imagine?
Hey, it's all coming together, guys.
It's all coming back to me.
Snafu.
She's like, oh, she lives there. She ain't like she's. Why does she have the same accent as them?
I know. Hold on. Did you hear how dumb this?
Where's your alien language? How come you're like?
There's no language. OTW, you're right. But here's the funnier part. She says, I usually don't talk about it because the being spectacle and all that, right? But she's talking about it in a famous broadcast.
Did you say spectacle? Yeah, she is making a spectacle of herself.
Yeah.
You mean skeptical?
I know what happened here. She was like, I got to feed my kids. I'm going to go on this show and say whatever y'all want me to say. Write me a script.
Yeah, she's an actress. She's an actress. This is scripted, obviously.
Yes.
Obviously
But
scripted.
You're out.
Come on, nobody's dumb enough to go on national television and tell people that they're aliens. I mean, come on.
I understand, but why would the big like this is like CNN to them in Australia, I think, or something, whatever they're at, right? Why would they promote her? Are they trying to push an agenda? What is the reason they got her on there? That's not a small
to
thing.
entertain the stupid,
The idiots.
Yeah.
Maybe to entertain this fool crew.
Well, you watched it. You're fucking laughing.
I know.
Yeah, you're fucking entertained, as I can see.
I was. Come on, OTW. You're looking through your phone and says to them, I'm an alien, and she's committed it. I'm like, there's no fucking way. Let me see what the fuck's going on, right? I get on there.
So yeah, and then they're in the
lady-
background like, okay, just give me details about your life, and they look up her nationality and figure out what kind of people hate, and then they write a thing that would be like totally against her, who she is as a person, and she's like, I told you anything, but you know I didn't think you was gonna write this, and then she turns on him like later. You know what I'm saying?
But
That's
this is
how I
how
feel like
bad our media, our like the main media is coming. Like for them to even push this shit as a joke, it's a fucking joke. You know,
I mean,
maybe it's
I
a
would
joke.
ask her. I mean, if I was the broadcaster there, one of my questions would be: Is there any chance there would be like a little baby alien that would bust out of your chest? Just want to know, just in case, I don't want to get too close, right? Just.
Or maybe aliens can text. I'm sorry. Maybe she can peg snafu because aliens can get them pregnant.
Oh my god. Well, you know what? If you
This
want
year
to
will be a deal.
eliminate the alien race, I guess that would be the way to go, right?
I figured we had a couple of years before the aliens started impregnating our women.
Our secret weapon isn't a nuclear weapon; it's a snafu snaps. He's gonna invade your colonies, and it's gonna be over. It's gonna take it all down. Yeah.
Star seeds
Okay,
are
so here I got.
souls from another
sorry.
star
I was just
system
gonna
that
ask.
have incarnated as
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, who would you? All right, it was gonna be like a marry, kill. What's the third one?
I'm lost here. What are you talking about?
Anyway, it was gonna be Australians or aliens. Which one would you rather marry or kill?
Oh, well, I'd rather not kill anybody, but if it was Mary,
No,
an Australian.
obviously. All right, this is bad for
I
you
got
too.
you. Okay, it'll be an Australian, not an alien. Yeah, I don't know. You don't know how aliens. Yeah,
Dude, man, what if the alien's really hot?
I got you. Actually, you know what? There's been a question before where they said on a big broadcast, if it was a hot alien, would you pick that? Would you like do it with a hot alien if she was like super hot?
I don't know. It depends if she would have teeth on her pussy or not. I don't know. I guess.
No,
I mean, I would do it for the IQ.
Okay, let's just assume she had a pussy and everything. She's just an alien. You don't know like her mindset. You don't know her what's inside of her. But like literally, she feels like like a human being. Would you still do her?
I smashed the alien for my children's IQ.
Dude, I don't know. I put a bag on top of her head, probably wrap her around in my country's flag and fuck her for my country.
Damn, that's tough. I don't know. You know, would you sleep with an alien if she was hot? I have no clue. I can't answer that question.
Well, as weird as I think I can get, I think I would.
No, again, I wouldn't say no if she was hot. And I'm just saying, like, just the face. Are you imagining the face like they do in the movies where they got, like, alien eyes and stuff like that and they just look sexy? Or are they going to be like the robotic aliens where they almost look like humans, but they're sexy? That's a different story. Then, yeah, I would definitely pick the alien. But again, like, would you? The reason why they asked that question is, say you get her pregnant, right? And now you have an alien and a human baby, and would you be okay with bringing that to the world, where it may be making the human race go? Because your baby will be so smarter, and there'll be more babies, just like anything else, mutating, and at the end, the human race will be just like nothing. Because they'll have both brains.
Demigod, baby.
Yeah, they'll have both brains, the alien and the human, so they'll be able to control the humans easy, and they also have the alien brain, which way exceeds our brain. So I don't know. Somebody asked that question. It was kind of weird, but some people said they would sleep with an alien.
I thought Special K was a girl. Is Special K a girl or a guy?
No, it's a girl.
Oh, she called me bruh. I don't know what that
So
means.
people go, well, you look pretty human to me. You don't have that 6 foot blue head or whatever it is that they see.
I think I'm feeling a little bit weird now. I don't know. I'm feeling weird. Something's weird. Hey, what the hell is this?
Did she hypnotize you? Is that what happened?
I think she just said she's trying to connect with animals. I'm not sure if that's legal, but
well, human beings are considered animals in the biblical language. We're not considered. I'm just saying, like in their term, especially in the legal language as well. Again, she's doing it to bring humanity to our souls because we're losing it. That's what she's here for, which is amazing to me. Yeah, like, you gotta hear this shit. It's fucking. It's
but
crazy.
Whoever writes this shit,
she was already driving me mad. I mean, that's why I had to take a break. I mean,
Oh, dude, you're gonna take more breaks. It's gonna get worse. You'll see.
oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah. And
Always
you have to
felt
look at
this
her
right
eyes.
from being
Yeah.
Look at her
a
eyes,
little
OTW.
girl.
She
Yeah,
really
she-
means everything she says.
I know she believes this shit.
Yes, she does.
You see, this is the mistake that she's making. It's like she traded souls, but she kept her consciousness. So she's still herself, but she has somebody else's soul. How? Can you explain that one, CJ? Because I have a hard time wrapping my mind around that one. No, CJ can't explain it. Anybody in chat want to explain that one for me?
I'm sorry, I walked away to get my cigar. If you said something,
Oh, yeah, well, did you hear what she said?
no, like I said, I walked away right then.
Oh, well, she's saying that, she exchanged souls with the alien, right?
Yeah, that's not a good thing to say on TV.
Dude, that's not the point. It's like the way she speaks, it doesn't sound like there's something else inside of her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, and then she says, "Well, I'm a starseed now." Well, no,
Yeah.
you're not. Your soul is gone. Well, I don't know where the hell your soul went. I don't even think you know where your soul went. But
Yeah.
she kind of like, I guess, made a deal with the devil.
Dude, I think that might be what it was. Like, it was deal with the devil making time for a lot of people.
Yeah, and she thought that she was like interacting with an alien or something. I don't know, dude. What the fuck?
I don't know either. I think she's trying her best to rationalize it if it's real. I doubt it's real. You know what I'm
I
saying?
doubt it's real too.
That exchange happened when I was 8.
8 years old.
Because she's talking like about her, like she's talking about herself like as if she's still herself.
Yeah, she's so into it. It bothers me.
Right. So it's like you're not listening to an alien speak. It's still the little girl that was 8 years old that made up a story, and now she's still telling that story today. Is the blonde working hard not to laugh
Yes,
or
I
fucking what,
agree.
man? She is working Octurus, man. She's like, oh yeah. Oh
She's
yeah.
like, this bitch is full of shit, right?
This lady's off the
I always
fucking
feel
rail.
like these people sit down. Sorry, I always feel like these people sit down before the show and are like, "All right, you know that you're gonna have trouble not laughing at this, right? Just be serious." You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and
yeah.
then they go do the show and they like high five after and buy each other snow cones or something.
Yeah, I agree. This chick is a complete actress.
Yes.
you
Or
can
maybe,
see
like
it
you
in
said,
the
schizophrenic. Maybe she's just crazy.
Oh, this has to be a skit. This
Yeah,
can't
or
be
maybe a
real.
skit. You're
Tarek, this can't be real, man.
The only thing that shocked me is just it was not a small news morning show. That's why. So maybe it is a skit. Maybe it's just a joke. I don't know. Maybe they're pushing some kind of agenda. But I got something else for you in the back.
Does she
that's
have
like,
alien starseed kids?
No, this is a punch. A regular human being, but she thinks she's an alien.
I don't
She's
know
insane.
if y'all been paying. I mean, I'm sure you guys have been paying close attention to YouTube, like I have. Some certain people are pointing out the next psyops that are coming. Because this starseed one I heard about years ago, and I didn't even believe it was going to be a thing, and apparently now it's a thing.
Well, they're putting it mainstream.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. And that's why, like, when you're done with this, I got a 20-second video for you, OTW, and you'll see, is this also real or not? This is a famous person. So is this AI doing this, or is this their agenda
Man,
pushing?
this dude, you know what you just fucking made me think of? Another fucking movie that I saw, and I can't remember the name of it. Hold on a second. It's The Fifth Wave. If you haven't seen
Fifth
that,
Wave?
dude, The
Never
Fifth
seen
Wave. Dude, is it The Fifth Wave?
The Fifth Element, you mean, for
No,
Bruce
no,
Willis?
no.
Oh.
It's The Fifth Wave. I'm sure of what I'm
Yeah.
saying. All right,
Yeah, I never seen
in
that.
this movie, dude, the aliens invade the world, okay? But the aliens use the humans. Um,
The slaves, right?
no, but they corrupt. They essentially corrupt some humans, right?
Yeah.
In high positions in the world, okay? And these, what they did is they took all the children, okay? Because essentially they get started out like with the first wave, okay? But the movie starts at the somewhere
Yeah,
around
yeah, I get you. Yeah, yeah.
okay. The movie starts somewhere around the fourth wave, but they explain to you what happened in the first, second, third wave, right? And this is when the aliens arrive. The first wave was shut down all the electricity. Okay. Second wave was spread sickness or something, and then the third wave was something else. And
Dude, does that not go along with what I said before we played this video? Like, Trump even said it himself. Like, it's the golden age now, or whatever. Maybe it is the golden age, and all this stuff they're doing is to keep us from realizing what a good time this is.
No, yes, we're in a good time right now. We're lucky, actually. The Fifth Wave is a movie. It's not an anime. It's an actual movie.
Yeah.
it's with the chick. What's her name? She played in a few movies there. I can't remember her name. Anyway, that's not the point. So, in this movie, the fifth wave, all right, which is essentially the children, they for a certain amount of years after invading it, the invasion takes years. Okay, now it doesn't take just a few weeks. It's over a span of a few years. So after a few years, they kind of the military kidnap all the children and train the children and have them believe that they're fighting against the aliens. All right. But
oh my God!
But listen to this: they have them wear these fucking kind of VR goggles. Okay. And in the VR goggles, they see the alien and they tell them the alien is an actual symbiote that's in your brain, okay?
Oh, a brainworm. A brainworm.
A brain. What? Listen. This is the fucking punchline. So, but the thing is that essentially there are no aliens, and this is all virtual, and they think that they have
there are no aliens.
They're just killing off the rest of the humans, the rebels, the ones that are fighting back. So the children, they take the children, train them as soldiers, and have them hunt down the rest of the humans or the rebels.
It's terrifying.
Dude,
Same.
so now they're putting this mainstream. Now they have this starseed bullshit. They're going to probably say, well, they're going to invent these goggles, and if you wear these goggles, these particular people are going to be, you're going to see them, you'll see they have a starseed inside of them. They're the aliens. They're the enemies.
Never gonna work, bro. There's never gonna work though. There's gonna be way too many people. There's gonna be way too many. This was my argument with.
But nobody's gonna have a real actual starseed in them. But people will fucking believe this shit, bro.
Yeah, all the VR people will. But anybody that sees anybody with them glasses on, it's gonna end bad for them.
Well, yeah, because the person that doesn't have the VR set is probably going to be the one that's like, let's say you're awake and aware, okay? You would be considered one of the rebels. That person wearing that VR is essentially a Terminator. Is going to terminate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
That's totally fucked up, dude.
Watch that movie now. What was that called? The Fifth Wave? The Fifth Wave? Is this what's called?
You have to watch that movie, bro. You'll fucking freak your life out.
I don't want to freak out, but I got to watch it now.
Yeah, see, even Special K, she just watched the trailer, guys. She goes, wow, TW, this trailer totally depicts what's been going on in today's world to the T. Yeah, I know. Predictive programming. It's all in the movies, guys. You just got to know what to look for. And I'm telling you, just all of this artificial intelligence shit and all of this fucking alien shit, Dude.
And I'll tell you from personal experience, I don't want to name people, and I'm not going to name people, but like, there's no reason that I would have watched some of these smart guys that I watched for as long as I did. I'm not smart enough, and I have not read any of their shit. I was just drawn to these people for some reason. And it's like they were pointing out the psyops before they were psyops.
Well, yeah. 7 years ago, all right, 7 years ago, I knew CV was coming. I knew the lockdowns were coming. I knew all of that shit before it happened.
Yeah. Okay. So you know what I'm saying, man.
Yeah. Why? Because all of those fucking conspiracies were already out there prior to all of that happening. And I could say that Santos Bonacci, I actually reviewed one of his videos that he did 20 years ago. And dude, he predicted it.
Yeah.
He fucking predicted that they were going to do that 20 years ago. Do you believe that shit? I literally fell off my fucking chair when I saw that. And I started screaming and yelling. YouTube literally took that that live stream down.
Yeah.
I was flipping my shit because Santos Bonacci had already predicted the whole fucking pandemic. I was freaking my shit out.
I tried to check out of the conspiracy thing because it was driving me crazy, but like I know too much about it now, and some of this shit's happening. So I can't just check out.
Yep. OTW, if this is getting boring for you, if you don't want to finish it, I have another video of 20 seconds for you. And I would like to know if you think this is actually real or not. Because it's somebody that's a very famous singer.
No, but this is good because
we're
on topic though still with the video because essentially what I wanted to relate that to was this Starseed thing, them putting these VRs on and considering anybody who doesn't follow along with the fucking plan, well, they're going to be like the aliens, the bad guys that you have to get rid of.
I don't know. They're going to have a hard time convincing them I'm an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they'll have a VR. They'll see it inside you. It's going to like, it has this X-ray capability that you're able to see through people.
So they're going to be like playing Pokemon Go with bullets.
Yeah, pretty much. And you're Pokemon.
Yep.
Perfect.
I agree. And OTW, like one thing I would like to say is like, since, we all like want to be kind of a community online. Like, so, we feel good. We like to help each other in any way we can. So if anybody has anything, for example, that can help, any videos, you can dump it to OTW to let him see it. So you can make it maybe better. Because the reason why I'm saying that is Birju in the chat, for example, this is becoming Target's show. Like, dude, you're so retarded that like I work a regular job, and when I get a chance to help, I'm doing it from the bottom of my heart so you can have fun and we can all have fun. This is not a me thing or OTW. OTW is doing this for you guys probably and maybe something else, but I'm just trying to help out a little bit if I can, nothing else.
Dude, I never even thought I was going to be a YouTuber one day. You know what I'm saying? This is the whole thing.
Yeah.
I got kind of caught up into this. It's funny because it all started with
a certain set of skills. I used to do this on Ventrilo and gaming shit back in the day.
I would
spend
my time. I would just spend my time watching all kinds of videos on YouTube, and I'd chat. I'd spend, sometimes I wouldn't chat that much, but I'd chat in some chats, and I'd never even considered the fact that I could be. But one day, I clicked a link. And I went on a panel, and lo and behold, it kind of that's.
I'm always late though. Like I'm the last guy that comes along to the thing. Always, it seems like. But whatever.
It's all right. You can always replay it back. But what Phil was saying, he wasn't trying to be a YouTuber.
Right.
And the same thing, the same thing here. Like the reason why I like this more, and I don't watch TV anyway. I don't have a TV, nothing, but it's because it's real life shit. Everything's happening is not scripted. I know some of the like some panels maybe script some shit. This is OTW show, and like Paul's, I would say, not scripted. Everything is live. This snafu cracker is real. I'm real. Everything is done
Can
all
Snafu
on
be
the
the
fly.
first alien?
Yeah, I never plan anything in advance. It's all
Yeah,
pretty much.
it's
Well,
on the
sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I
Yeah,
like
what I'm
having
saying, like the
something.
laughs, like Lubes, like yesterday. I
Yeah,
think the show
everything
was
is
phenomenal.
always completely improvised. There's never
Yes.
anything. Well, yeah.
Yes, what I'm saying, like yesterday's broadcast, right? I think it had so many funny moments. It was hilarious. And thanks to Red, again, even though he, whatever, he doesn't like me, hates me, whatever, I think him kicking me off the thing and me was, got into my feelers and all that. And Lubas and Wizard, it makes it all live. That's what I'm trying to tell these idiots. I can't. You're all supposed to do it as a community if you want to be better. So stop like pointing fingers. Somebody's trying to just be better.
Yeah, I hear you. I do finger pointing sometimes myself.
No, it's Bear Jew. It's no big deal. He's an idiot.
Well, I submit Snafu to be the first trial run of the alien versus human concept.
Oh, Snafu! Holy cow!
Yeah.
They may want to get him. He has a lot of energy. He has. He has a lot of energy, dude.
All right, let's finish this video. We don't have much time left. A memory of before they were 8 years old. Do you remember anything before you were 8?
I actually do because I do because I've been in 3 wars, so I definitely do remember stuff prior to that. But that's just trauma.
Yeah, but you that's you remember. But
yeah, that's
okay,
trauma.
That's not okay. Right. So in other words, no. Okay. How about you, CJ? Have you experienced any trauma that makes you remember your childhood? CJ?
We lost him.
No,
he's an alien.
No, he just walks away from the laptop while he's on panel, right? He's got great equipment now, but he doesn't participate. Hello.
All right, can you hear me now? Sorry, I muted my mic, guys. Sorry. I was trying to say, fuck. What were you asking me? I'm sorry.
I was about to ask you the same fucking thing. What the hell did I say before?
Do you remember anything?
Oh, do you remember anything?
Oh, right. Yes.
Like 8 years old and under.
I distinctly remember something, but yes, it was trauma, which is why it kind of freaked me out that you said that. I had an iron dropped on my hand when I was like 5.
But besides that,
iron.
You don't remember anything necessarily about your childhood before you were 8?
Before I was 8. I mean, 8 gets real hazy at 38.
Yeah, see,
but,
I know. Older we get, the beginning years of our lives, we tend to just they get deleted. This is a natural process that happens in your brain.
Yeah, but I have to be honest. Like, I do remember a lot of good things also before 8 that I did with my family, because my mom and dad, especially my dad, like did a lot of things for us when we were young.
I got go-kart stuff in my head. I got a lot of like good family outing shit in my head from back then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like some of those stuff you remember and the trauma. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess, yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Well, seemingly doesn't have any emotion. Do you have any emotional attachments to those memories?
Yes, I do. Sometimes when they come to me, they do make me happy. Like, say I'm down a little bit and I remember them, or say I'm with my daughter and I'm doing something with her. It does reflect back to my old childhood, and I try to like be the best father I can, like just like my father was to me.
How about you, CJ?
Emotional attachment to it, definitely not like it used to be. But yeah, I guess I could call it an emotional attachment.
All right, I'm just making sure because I want to test see if this woman is fucking bullshitting. Yeah, because okay.
I'm not detached. She's acting like she's
Yeah.
detached from her previous life, dude. That's what's crazy.
It's it's like
Do you see the
trying to
blonde?
be no, this is the problem. Is like as if she's trying to be two separate things at the same time being
Yes,
one.
you're right. OTW. She's trying to tell you.
Which isn't
Yeah.
working out for her, and I can smell the bullshit. You understand? I can see that she didn't think this through. If there's a particular, if she has a different soul, it brings up a whole fucking lot of questions here, man.
She doesn't have a different soul.
Okay, first of all, the first
I mean,
question I have,
don't know that,
guys, but think about this. Okay, first question I have for you. Okay, if you have a soul, is your soul connected to your conscious awareness or your consciousness?
I would say yes, but
To my knowledge, in all three scholars of religions, the soul is different than the spirit. The spirit, I believe, is the connected one to some of the stuff, not the soul.
What
The
is
soul
the soul?
y'all are not,
But the soul belongs to God totally. The
I think the
spirit,
soul.
pay grade.
I think the soul is your identity. You in what? Let's say reincarnation is real. In whatever incarnation, you will always be the same. You will always
but you
be
don't
the
think it's
same.
also the connection to God? Like that's the thing that actually connects you to God, no matter where you go. Like the intercessor, for example, or something that, like if God wanted right away to talk to you through a channel and say he had spirits that work and do whatever he wants to do, it would be something like that to go through the channels of the soul. That's what the soul is. It's like the main thing in your body that can go either way. I don't know how to explain
So
it
that
right, man. I
blurs-
don't know.
well, if what you're saying is true, then that blurs the communication with God, confusing it with an alien, right?
Yeah. Again, I'm not languaging it perfectly, but yeah, with her, I think OTW hit it on the spot. She didn't think it through. She's trying to say she's two people at once. She doesn't remember anything at 6 or 8, which is not true.
Yes, because she still identifies with it. You get it? If
Yeah.
she was actually another entity in there, she would speak differently. I've seen so many sci-fi movies to tell the difference. I've seen so many movies where the this particular being, whether it be an alien or a cyborg or a robot or whatever it was, even if it did have the memories of the being that it was inhabiting, it still had its own personality.
Well, I just want to put on record here, since I've told Jim Bob that I'm a starseed, that I was fucking with you, Jim Bob. I was saying that to be funny in the chat room. So.
Uh-oh, Tarek, we might have to start eliminating CJ.
No way.
He's an alien, man.
He's an alien? Oh shit! Somebody's gonna head him off.
We're gonna need a special guillotine for the aliens, though. We're gonna need the laser guillotine.
Yeah, that's what they use usually.
The shocks with the laser beams.
Yeah, which is like it's a clean cut with the laser, and it seals it off right away, so no blood spill.
It was probably a commercial.
Yeah.
That I was stupid when I was younger.
That's the dangerous part, dude. Her
went
intellect
from
changed.
actually being not that clever.
Yeah, she went from smart to stupid.
Yeah, and you see when they asked her the question, how the whole time she looked down, because when you lie, you look down, you can't do eye contact. The whole time she's looking down.
Hold on, let me check. Oh my God, look at these two. Look at these. Look
they're
at
like,
how. Oh my God. Look, I try to imagine what she's thinking in her head. The blonde chick.
I can tell you she's thinking. She's thinking, how the fuck am I doing this today? Even though they paid me money, I can't believe this shit.
This guy looks like he's like,
attracted to her. He
wow,
wants to fuck her.
dude, he's totally into her, man. He's into this story.
He's like, yeah, babe, yeah, babe.
Wow, okay, yeah, give me more.
Yeah. He's like, fuck all the alien shit. Let's just meet up after and then we do the do.
Wasn't that crazy? I know, right?
The blonde chick doesn't believe a fucking word coming out of her mouth, and the fucking
and he's just over here trying to
fucking
smash,
butthead
bro.
next to her is believing every word.
He forgot he had a family. He's like so astonished by her.
Then
say what?
I said that's her personal stupid rationalization for the sudden change. I mean, no one could understand why. Like that, I feel like I understand why she did it. I mean, she's making herself not crazy in her own head because she knows it's fucking crazy.
So she's coping.
Yeah,
right. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I should have just said coping.
CG, we know she's got issues. Me and OTW are pretty much fascinated by the host. Like what they're doing. How the blonde looks like she's about to go crazy and the other guy wants to fuck her.
This is insane.
Now that is the most funny thing to me is that he's just sitting there trying to smash. Like he don't even care.
Yeah. He doesn't.
We're not going to survive this. The planet won't survive.
Is that what they're doing this week? Let's go to dinner.
All of Starseeds is to help people reconnect to what it is to be human.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus.
Everything.
Look at that face, guys.
Dude, I swear to God, she's also thinking in her head, OTW, who the fuck is smashing this bitch?
It's like she's probably thinking, I'm going to have to talk to my producer. I want to know who the hell is setting up these interviews.
She quit. She's about to
If I
quit.
start claiming to be a starseed again, just know that I'm doing it for a reason. Okay?
Okay. She's probably saying to herself, if I ever catch myself saying I'm a starseed, I am going to hang myself.
You know, OTW,
If you know it's fake and you go back into it, it gives you a certain power over the situation.
No, really. One thing I would ask, like whoever you are, the lady in the blonde, if you have time and come on OTW and just let her know what you were thinking, we would fucking greatly appreciate it. Because we're all just amazed by your thought process with that look right now.
Oh yeah, we're so in her camp right now.
And if you look at indigenous tribes,
I'm tired of
This is absolute complete bullshit. She's
yeah. It's
holy crap, man.
I was shocked that I'd seen OTW. Believe me, I was like literally fucking shocked. It was on a big news outlet.
Holy shit! I can't watch anymore though. It's enough.
Yeah, you don't have to. It's pretty much done. But I got another one for you in the back, and I want to see if you.
I'll be shutting down soon, man. I'm
whenever you want.
Yeah. Another 8 minutes or so. I'm going.
Yeah, no, of course. Whenever you gotta go, let me know because we all, you know, like Snafu, we all have jobs, we have families. Yeah, we don't. Sometimes we have time, sometimes we don't. So I totally understand.
Yeah. She's probably thinking if she ever catches that smacky fucking cracky.
Yeah, the blonde was the funniest out of the whole thing. Her looks, the way she's acting.
Oh yeah, she was the highlight right there, man. Her reactions were yeah.
So OTW, I put like a 20-second short. Do you think this is Katy Perry, the singer? and her eye twitched while she was like in the fucking singing. Do you really think when you look at it that she's not human, for example, or is that just the AI playing with the photo on purpose and putting it on the internet?
That's what happens when you do a lot of math.
No. I understand what you're saying, but you got to look at her eye. It literally closed like 4 times, and she tried to put it up. You'll see it. It's kind of scary.
I'm not. Maybe it was an aneurysm.
Yeah, I think she got like her fake eyelashes were bugging her, and she had to.
Yeah, what I would say is that's a lot of pressure to put a person under, and crazy shit like that would probably happen to me too.
Oh, I never seen anybody shut down one eye like that completely, and the other eye just open, and it was like up and down easy. So I don't know. I thought that was weird.
Yeah, the meth's keeping the left side open.
No, but it's when the other eye glitches out that's when I think is fascinating. Check it out.
Is that from doing a lot of meth, you think? Like a lot of coke and stuff?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, could it be that there's an artificial reason that half of her body's falling asleep and the other half staying awake? Is all I'm saying.
I don't know. Both of you, thank you for having me on again. It was nice. And I know you got to shut down, so we won't keep you long, dude. And I gotta get up for work tomorrow anyway as well.
Yeah.
You guys have fun and have a great day. CJ as well.
Yeah.
Peace.
It was good talking to you guys. You trying to get rid of me too?
Yep.
Yeah. Weird shit, man. That's why this channel's called Out of This World. Because everything here is out of this world. Especially me.
Yeah, I don't even like having the religion type debates. It does something to my head. You seem to handle it better than I do.
Well, because I don't let their fantasies take over. You know, it's like I don't know, for some reason when it comes to that particular subject, they can't get a hold of me. You know, it's like you'll never convince me. It'll never happen. I know you're wrong, and that's just it. That's all. It's like it's that simple.
Yeah, I sometimes just because I respond to most things that they say in the chat, and generally I respond the way I would in video, but I get skittish or triggered easy or something.
Oh, so do I. I get totally triggered, but I still know how to handle them. I don't. Well, I might revert to ad homs, but it's not something that I usually want to debate the topic at hand and present my.
I mean, the goal should be to pull it back from that at some point, if it devolves into that. Right?
Well, yeah. I'd have to participate in a few debates to get a handle on, how to conduct yourself and how to. I don't know.
Oh yeah, me too. If I do ever try it, I'm gonna get screamed at a lot probably. But I've watched enough of it that I feel like I gotta try it at least once or something.
All right. I know I'm gonna fucking try it. All right, man. Thanks for being here, dude.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
I'm
Appreciate
gonna get the hell out of here. Peace, brother. Stay safe. Yeah. Great broadcast. Had a great time. I'm a bit tired. I've been up early. I was up at 4 a.m. So I'm going to go relax, kick back, put my 2 feet up, Yep. All right. This is OTW signing out for today. Coming at you from the belly of the beast. Peace.